My
Okay,
balls.
we're live.
Not yet.
Welcome, everybody. It's another Friday afternoon in Vegas. We're probably, almost 80 out there, Pat?
I think so.
Yeah, we're about 80 degrees out there, clear and sunny. See? And there's this window's got a lot of tint on it, too. So, yeah. So, all right.
Got 75 and sunny here.
Cool.
Hmm.
Did you get anything from that last hurricane that came through?
Yeah, we got a lot of rain and a lot of wind from it.
It says work through
Oh, yeah?
5 minutes to rinse thoroughly. Does that mean I put it through my whole hair or just like
Okay.
Wherever you want colored, because it's
not
a co-
colored, it's a mask.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
for battered and abused hair.
For battered and abused hair.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, somebody's needs help reading instructions. Towel, dried hair, wait 5 minutes, and rinse thoroughly.
And the links have all been set out, David. I sent Dizzy.
Yes.
I
Work
sent
liberally into
Dizzy.
towel, dried hair. So that means as soon as you're done toweling, drying your hair, then you work it in.
And then
So-
rinse
Yes, and then you rinse it again.
Right.
very regularly.
Yeah, Martin, right.
He's in the chat.
Then rinse
It's at the
it.
top of my head when I'm reading the comments. I'm
Makes
still
sense.
Captain Jerk shows up.
Okay.
He does
Just
talk
on the
about the
screen.
snow he sent me. Looks like it's going to make a nice shift now.
Hazy days. Hello, Hazy.
Hazy? What? No
He was on here last
way.
week.
Hazy's in the chat.
What? What's going on, Hazy?
I sent you a link, Hazy, if you want to come, or do you want me to
Get
do
busy
it
up there.
and just put it in the chat?
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
copy
I'm going to put the
years
link in the
over.
chat for you. I got my email right here, so I'll just copy it.
What color should I make it? We'll make it
I
sprinkled
just
down.
put it in the chat, David.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go ahead and copy it into the computer anyway, so I'll have it. Copy link.
Pat and I have been losing weight. I've lost probably about close to 30 pounds.
I don't want to say I lost it. I know where it went. So
Yeah.
What's your secret?
Corona diet.
Don't eat.
The Corona diet.
When you go to the store and there's something that's the seal broken on it, don't eat it.
Oh, I don't.
I tried it and it made me
Good
sick.
evening, fellas.
Hey, Hazy. Long time no
Hey,
see.
Hazy.
How you been?
Zoe. Good. Good. Are
You're doing a lot better
losing weight?
now. Yeah, both of us. I mean, he.
You're on my
What,
losing train, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So
Drinking,
what's the Corona diet? Did you get
I
Corona?
drinking green tea.
No, basically from all the stress and everything of I had to work from home. That's what really tipped it off for me and tipped me over the edge.
Yeah.
I started skipping lunch. I wouldn't eat lunch.
I
So
only eat 2 meals
okay.
a day.
but now it's gotten better. I'll still eat 3 meals, but now I'm portion sizing. So now it's like Robin and I went out to lunch this morning and we shared breakfast. We shared 2 eggs, a ham steak, and toast and potatoes.
I usually have I get breakfast at the cafeteria at my job. I get something and I get fruit and
I just had
like a biscuit or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to switch to my phone because my connection is appalling
It is.
Okay.
on my
It-
laptop. I think that's not very good.
It's horrible. It's
Hey,
horrible.
Tom.
Hey, Captain Jerk.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Matt,
Thank you, Captain Jerk. I
um,
got the pack.
Five coats of clear so far.
Dave,
I'm going to wet sand.
and
Whoa,
Hazy, what's up?
in the house. It's
Oh,
a
I took it upstairs.
This is
That's all right. Everybody's getting a drink, so I might as well too. Where's my water?
It looks pretty good, Tom.
But
Yeah.
Hazy's not there. Just want to let you know. I think this is the last Oktoberfest. I just cracked it.
Starting to,
Is it unlocked? Is my phone unlocked now?
It's Sierra Valley, so you can get it, Tom.
for refrigerator magnets.
iPhone unlocked.
Came by earlier, and I told Robin, take her pick. She can have 3 of them. They're stuck
Yeah.
on the side of the refrigerator in the garage.
Yeah, she grabbed that one. She grabbed the red
How's that? Is
one.
that better?
That's way better.
Yeah. I think the
And then I
Wi-Fi, my Wi-Fi connection is terrible.
Well, then everybody's on it, so the Wi-Fi in general is going to be crap. At least that's how it is here in the States, with everybody on it all the time. Everybody's speeds have gotten slow.
I'm having a little treat.
What you having?
Fingers.
Did we lose somebody?
I'm sorry.
Cadbury's Dairy Milk fingers.
Make him bigger, Tom.
Hmm?
Make Hazy bigger.
So something
No,
about
you
those fruit magnets.
Fingers.
Chocolate
Yeah,
covered
they're like
ice
that.
cream.
It's basically like a digestive biscuit covered in chocolate.
Oh, okay.
So it helps you
I'll
with
show
your
you
diet.
now.
I bet you it's good for camping. I bet you it has calories in it.
Oh, okay. It's a cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Shaped
the
like a
biscuit is
finger.
where he lives. A cookie.
I don't know. I haven't eaten any fingers. I still got all 10 of mine.
And you
How about your
notice
toes?
something about the fruit magnets that I didn't tell you about.
Why am I still big, Tom?
Oh,
Make him little.
you were looking at your fingers.
Can you give me powers on StreamYard, or is it only one moderator? You have more than one?
Everybody's got the wrench. I haven't taken anybody's wrench
Oh,
away.
that's the YouTube moderator though.
I don't know.
No, you
I don't
no,
think
you can't.
you can with Zoom,
Yeah.
but I don't think you can do it with StreamYard.
Put user in
Give
time.
someone else in the meeting control. Like if you have to leave the meeting, you can give somebody else in the meeting, and they can be the moderator for a little while. And then when you come back,
Okay. No, I decided I'm going to sand it down with some 1500 grit and then shoot it again. But I can't get too much with it sitting like this. I don't get too much coverage down in the back here. So I'm going to have to figure out a way. I think I'll just go ahead and put the insert for the shifter in here and just hang it upside down and paint it.
I've just got chat up now. Martin Wright saying the bike's doing me the world of good. It is. It's not just the bike. It's my whole lifestyle change. I've stopped drinking. It's been almost I think it's 60 days tomorrow since I last had a drink.
wow.
Yeah. And I'm off all the sugary stuff, and except every now and again I have a little
Your
treat.
fingers.
Thanks,
Have a
Martin.
little
I
treat.
appreciate you, bud.
Yeah, and I'm drinking green tea.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I haven't been feeling very good the last few days.
Drink some green tea.
Drink some green tea. Good for you. Oh, what's up, Captain?
What's going on? You didn't catch it, did you?
You'll have a virus, do you?
You look a
No,
little rough. I gotta be honest.
no, but I've been blasting a lot of diarrhea lately. So
Oh.
Oh yeah, that'll
You
make
must
you
have
lose
the
weight.
bug I got last week, Captain Jerk. I told Tom not to ever. I got some trail mix. It comes in a big jar from some Walmart, and
yeah, I know you told us all
that's
about it.
my thing. But I was telling Hazy, don't eat it. Throw it away.
Okay. Yeah, so we got the coilovers all back together, and Pat's coming over tomorrow. And so we'll spend the afternoon and get the car back on it. I'm curious to see how it's going to ride and how it's going to sit. But it'll be a while because I got the radiator half out now too. So
I'm curious to see what Jimmy's going to do with his.
those are all boxed up and sitting on the tool bench. I'll probably take them to FedEx on Monday. I got to find where a FedEx store is.
Yeah, mine's in the Kinko's. It's
In
not too
Kinko's?
far from here. It's about 2 miles down the street. Not cheap.
I don't.
FedEx is
Well, it's
more
not
than
that big of a
Post
box.
What are the calories if I eat the whole packet? That's a lot. I've lost a stone near enough It's like £14.
Golly.
Stone.
I'll find out how much I lost next week when I go to the doctor. I wanted to lose 10 pounds. We'll see if I did.
I started.
You
I
not
was
got scales in the house.
and I'm down.
Too
30.
cheap, and I can't even read them anyway. I'd have to get a scale that had real big print, or get one of those
Oh
old
yeah.
medical scales. My mom has one of those a real old fashioned one that's 100 years old, and it's right on the mark. It's the same as
The ones where you got to move the weights across.
Yeah.
It's got the balance on top with the weights.
Yeah. Oh,
Right
shit.
on. It's perfect. Whenever I go to her house, I weigh myself, but I haven't been there since Christmas.
Yeah, it's been a weird year. Hasn't it?
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just weird. I didn't think it would go on this long. I thought it'd be something that would be for a couple of months. And
I'm drinking
ease
tea.
up.
Kate just said to me, "What are you drinking?" I said, "Tea." She said, "Do you want a cup of tea?"
Okay.
You have a
I
cuppa.
just started watching your video, Tom, with the video you put up earlier.
No. With what the springs and doing the coilover shocks and stuff.
The spring, yeah. I haven't watched it all yet.
Yeah, that's the last one I loaded up.
Better.
Is that the one you loaded up last night? Did I miss one?
No, I loaded up one just probably maybe 10, 15, no, probably 20 minutes before we went live.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one yet. I was on the phone with a friend. I was trying to get a friend of mine up here, but he was already out cooking out. And I said, well, you're outside cooking out, so you probably, I was going to say we're getting ready to Zoom. We do Zoom every Friday. But
Well, I might have to go.
There's an ad stores. They just hug inside people, and all they are, most of them around here, are drop boxes. Huh. That's interesting.
I like froze. No. Martin Wright said he lost 16 stone of ugly fat when he left his ex-wife.
So
Okay.
when I got married, I gained 20 pounds. Coming home every day and somebody could cook dinner.
Anthony.
How does that feel, coming home every day and somebody cooking you dinner? I'd love to know what that felt like.
Hey, Anthony.
Well, it kind of felt like, when you were lived at home with your parents and your mom cooked every day.
Oh, shit. What does that feel like?
You better not be late for dinner. You better have a good excuse. Call far enough ahead of time, because they'll be unhappy when you get there and you're late. They have dinner all ready for you.
Mm.
Yeah, there are rules. They're not written rules, but there are rules around it. You have conditions that meal that's made for you.
Well,
I
with
pretty
six
much cook all my own food.
if you weren't home on mealtime at my house, you wouldn't get anything.
No, you didn't get dinner. They had dinner at 6 o'clock every night, and you had to be there at the table.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that rule, as long as there was nice food there.
It was nice food. My mom made it, so it had to be nice.
Okay.
Those days are over.
I'm doing fine,
Yeah.
Martin. It's great.
Yeah, I'm doing okay, Martin. I've been worse. I've been better. So I'm somewhere in between.
You guys still in lockdown, Hazy?
Yeah.
Fucking crap.
We're on full lockdown. They're calling it fire break. But was we on lockdown last week? I was on your show last week, was I? Did I pop on last week?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, you popped on. I think you did pop on last week. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was just the start of it. But there's been a bit of an uproar because the government have said that shops can't sell non-essential items. So they've classed clothing, children's toys, books, paper, pens, any stationery as non-essential. So you can only buy
Toys are
food. toys are essential, but the reason they've done it is because they've told non-essential shops to close. So the toy shops in the area have had to close. So they said it's not fair for the big supermarkets to continue selling the toys and stuff when they've told the smaller shops that they've got to close their doors, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
so you can still buy toys. You just can't buy them you have to buy them
You
at
can't go to a toy shop and buy them.
right. Okay.
So
you can't buy
Yeah,
them.
well, you know, kids, especially little kids, they don't have any concept. They wouldn't understand.
No.
No way to get
And
toys.
it was Harry's birthday Tuesday. And good job I got all his stuff sorted by the Friday before. Otherwise, we would have been
That
on a
was
bit
in
of a
your
pickle.
video. You were shopping when you had the.
Oh, the McDonald's. Yeah. That was the day I was sorting it all out.
So you cannot go out and get a 6-pack of beer then.
Oh, you can buy beer. You just can't buy any books. If you can drink yourself into a fucking coma, you can educate yourself.
Well, that's because there would be such an uproar, a government revolt, if they told you couldn't drink.
Yeah, because I thought it was a bit
Doesn't
stupid.
matter to you, but a lot of people would really protest that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit stupid that why
Even if
they
they
wasn't
wanted, they
selling,
wouldn't do it.
why they wasn't selling toys and stuff. And there was a
They
huge
want you to
petition
poison
with
yourself.
almost 100,000 people signed. But the government seen the petition and said, "Fuck you. We've made our decisions. That's it." Which, to be
Deal
honest,
with it.
That's pretty much how they do it here.
I'm glad they done that. It shows they got some fucking cojones. You know what I mean? They didn't
Yeah,
buckle
I'm
under
glad they
pressure.
do. People don't like my governor, but I do. He's using his clout. He's using the power that was given him. And people are complaining about it, but people aren't going by the rules. They're not wearing a mask. They're not distancing. And people are getting sick. You know, the numbers are going up because people aren't.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What's up, Anthony?
Anthony, did you get any of that storm?
Not even going to get into the max thing.
I figured you did.
Nah, we ain't got
That's why
shit.
we didn't see you Thursday night.
It was snowing
we didn't
here
get shit.
earlier today.
Yeah, we didn't get shit. It was more toward New Orleans, and they can sink that fucker for all I care.
Mhm.
Any of you guys get snow yet?
No
You got-
snow.
I know.
Yeah, we got
Colorado
snow
did.
today.
Colorado did because they put out the fires.
We got a bunch of snow, but none of it stuck because it melted.
Yeah.
As soon as it hit the ground, it melted.
Well, yeah.
One of those.
It wasn't cold enough to hold it.
Ground temperature was too high.
Yep.
That sounds like one of those spring snows, you know. It's on the ground for about an hour and it all just melts away.
No, that's snow here. It comes down at night and then once it gets daytime, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember it would snow just enough so we wouldn't have to go to school. And by about noon, it would get up to like 40 degrees and it would have all melted. We can go out.
That's why they call it a desert. Hey, it always amazed me, 'cause especially in Kuwait, you know, it'd be 130 in the day, and at night it was almost 30 degrees, and guys are walking around going, "Man, this is bullshit." That's called welcome to radiation cooling.
That's exactly what it is. There's nothing to hold it in.
Nope, there ain't nothing to hold the
All
heat.
goes back out in outer
As soon as the
space.
sun goes down, the heat goes.
Right.
Now, when the sun comes back up, it's back to square one.
Mhm.
Back to the heat. Oh.
That's why they make
No,
us.
no moisture in the atmosphere.
Yeah,
No
so
moisture here.
Clouds.
No parking on streets. Wow.
Why is my phone doing this? What the hell's
that's
going
why
on?
if you're stationed in a desert somewhere, that's why they make you get in formation and make sure you hydrate.
Yep.
They don't want no excuse.
We're in the middle. We're starting to get into our middle of our winter stuff because we're at 81 and we're at 29% humidity. No, at 2% humidity. Excuse me.
It was 82 degrees here yesterday. It's almost November.
2% humidity. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
People down here wouldn't know how to act because we're used to
I don't think
73% humidity in the winter.
What, they're not,
Humidity's
they're not
never
happy
been that
enough
low
they
in
can see the air
Connecticut.
they're breathing with the moisture in it?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
phone stopped charging because it's too hot. I've
I
got
don't
to
think
try
the
and go back on
humidity's
that.
never been below 20% in Connecticut, to tell you the truth.
I wouldn't even. Yeah, last time I was in that kind of percentage, I was in a desert. Down here, even in the cool, what they call cold. I don't call it cold. I just call it cool.
You do know that
Still
Tom
like
lives in a desert, right?
60% humidity.
You do know that
What's
Tom
that?
does live in a desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
That's crazy.
Huh.
Oh, he's back.
That's fucking
Yeah.
funny.
I'm having issues.
That is fucking funny.
This is an interesting show. Tom lives in the desert. I live almost in the Appalachians.
I live in the swamp.
Anthony lives in
Swamp.
Louisiana in the swamp. And
Yeah.
Hazy lives in
Joe
lockdown.
lives in Connecticut. I don't know that much about Connecticut.
Hazy lives in a city. I live in a farm.
I'll give you an example. I took my wife one time from here, where she's never left this state, and I took her to Flagstaff, Arizona. Okay, 2 days her lips went from grape looking to raisin looking. It looked like somebody cut her and the fluids just leaked out. I was like, "You drink water?"
Hydrate.
Yeah, that's what I told her. She says, I said, "You drinking water?" She says, "Only when I'm thirsty." I said, "No, here you
Oh.
have to drink water, period."
It doesn't matter if you're thirsty.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it don't
If
matter
you're
if you're
thirsty,
thirsty
it's
or
too
not.
late.
Great.
If you're thirsty, it's too late.
That's
Yeah.
all I've been drinking is water.
Yeah.
I've been having coffee in the morning, and then all day just drinking water.
Yeah. Oh, you know, I tell people, if you get away from the sugar sodas, you'd be surprised the weight you lose. Just
Yeah.
stop
Fucking
soda.
A. Fucking A.
Yeah,
I lost a total of 38 pounds just getting away from sugar sodas.
yeah, and crisps and stuff like that. You call them chips.
Oh yeah, fried shit, starches. Yeah.
Bread. Bread will be
Carbs. Anything with carbohydrate is the enemy.
Well,
Well,
there's
if
not,
you don't
not,
want
so
to
much,
cook yourself, like the cafeteria at my
not
job.
so much carbs as the enemy. You can eat carbs as long as you don't overdo it.
Exactly.
You know?
That's the problem. Because
Right.
once you start doing it, your body will just start storing it as sugar, and and then you start getting fat.
Yeah, as long as you have a balanced amount.
Yes, as long as you're using the carbs. Yeah, but if that's all you're eating, like if you're eating pasta and breads all day every day, yeah, you're gonna get that belly back.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, where I am,
I'm
it's
slowly losing my belly. It's
Especially when you're diabetic.
Yeah.
fried food
I
and
don't
junk.
want to lose my belly. That's an investment.
What kind of return? What kind of return are you expecting
You've
on that
never had
investment?
trouble with your weight, and your doctor says, "Oh, your weight's creeping up." That's the signal that you need to do something about it. If the doctor says something.
Yeah.
So, but I've
Yeah,
never,
Fox went back last week, so you're an hour early this week for me.
tomorrow night we go
Nail
on.
this.
We'll be on the same time again.
Yeah.
This is some crap.
You still
Nice.
working that?
Huh?
You still working?
Yeah, because I'm looking at the civils that they sent me, and the civils that the PDF versus the CAD drawing are two different designs. So
One of them's wrong.
yeah,
Don't you
the
love-
civil engineer civil engineer needs to get his head out of his ass.
Yeah. Oh God, man! I used to when I was an inspector. I couldn't tell you how many times I've had blows with the engineers. Look, shit always looks good on paper, okay,
Well, you can
Mhm.
make anything fit
but
in.
here in the real world, it's a whole different story.
Yep. Like the one I have right now is I got a customer that wants to bring tequila bottling into my jurisdiction, and he doesn't want to comply with all the fire codes and everything. So
It don't work that way.
no, and that's it, and that's what we're trying to tell him. And then ironically, it's a huge conflict of interest because it's my building official's husband. So
You know what gets me is the ones, well, it's not about money. I said, no, it's not about money. It's called code. Code, it don't matter if you have a little money or a shit ton of money. The code says no.
Yeah, just scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably thought that he'd be able to get away with some shit then, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they all do. That's like the contractor code.
Yeah.
To get as much as I can out of this inspector with doing as little as possible.
Yeah.
Without having to wind down them and bend them over.
And then
you should think carefully about taking the lowest bid.
My favorite part is when they're like, all right, yeah, well, I'll buy you lunch and all that stuff. I'm like, well, you know what? You can do all that, but your answer's still no. That ain't gonna help.
We had it at this.
Well, my favorite expression, Pat, was, "This is not Burger King. You do not get it your way."
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when the inventory inspector would come to my job I had 30 years ago. We'd take him out to lunch. I don't think intentionally make it, hoping he would be easier. We did it out of.
Yeah, but see, the outfit I worked for, I had to refuse it because if I even got caught eating lunch with any client, I was automatically disbarred and fired.
He couldn't have gotten caught. He was 600 miles from.
Oh, I know, but you'd be surprised. I've seen guys that's tried to sneak and
The deal in Henderson, the deal was in Henderson, fine, you can take me to lunch, but you're taking all the other fire inspectors too.
Oh,
Take the whole department.
If you take one of us, you're taking all of us. So what
Taking
do
all
you
of
set this up for?
No, I used to say you'd have to take all three of us, including the crew, the guys working. That way it looked like it was just a company luncheon, period.
Yeah.
and nobody get busted on that one.
Six
Because a lot of guys try to
Somebody swallowed will get it.
Yeah, but a lot of guys try to sneak and do individual stuff with superintendents and stuff like that, and then every one of them get busted. And I'm gonna tell you why. It ain't because the people are telling them; it's because of this right here. That phone tells on you where you've been.
Right, it has GPS. It say, "Well, I was at the so and so restaurant on 5th."
They had GPS on our city vehicle.
Look what
Yeah.
Martin Wright just wrote. He said, I guess Hazy don't come here much. Everyone's still got eyebrows.
That's the way our vehicles were too, Tom. It had GPS, low jack, the whole works.
What I did is I knew the manager of inspections, Al Ellis, and I knew him.
Yeah.
We partied some a little bit and everything else, but I'd mess with him because I had a big round magnet at the time, and I'd stick it up at the roof right next to the GPS, and it just wiped out the GPS. And so he'd get on his computer and he'd look, and he couldn't find me anywhere. He says, so then I get him on, he gets me on the radio, and I talk to him, and then he wants to yell at me, so then he gets me on the phone. And I did this for the last 6 months I worked, and my favorite expression to Al was, well, then if you don't like it, then fucking fire me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I told you about what he.
I did stuff like this the last 6 months I was working for that guy.
Sorry about that. You heard what he tried doing to Brad, right? When Brad was doing his Henderson stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or Boulder City stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
right in front of HR, HR pretty much bursted his balloon. He's like, "Do you want to get fired right now? Do you want me to fire you and just send you home?" And the two ladies from HR were like, "Excuse me, Al, you can't fire anybody. You don't have the authority to fire anybody. You can recommend dismissal, but you don't have the authority to fire anybody. That comes from HR."
Yeah, we had somebody at my job.
BRB.
He got fired because I'm sure there were other things going on, but he got fired because he fired somebody without HR's approval.
Yeah.
But
I
he
remember-
deserved to be fired. In fact, I got the guy's job. And
I was
the odd thing is, I was hired on a Friday morning at about 8:30, and the guy was fired at about 11 o'clock that same morning.
Yeah.
He said, "Come on, in Monday, you're going to have a new job."
One time I was at Chenault Airport doing a hangar job. I was inspector. For the whole complex. And it was funny because I was sitting on a deal, and I had my little clipboard, my pen, I had my little my bucket and my umbrella, to keep the sun off my ass.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember this new superintendent walked up, didn't ask me, "Hey, who are you? What are you doing?" He just, "Hey, get off your fucking ass. I don't pay you to be on your ass." And I had to turn around. I looked at him. I go, "Yes, you do. Get the fuck off my job site." I didn't argue with him. I got my bucket. I got my clipboard. I folded my umbrella, and I started walking off. About 2 minutes after I walked off, the whole crew started leaving. And he's like, "Where the hell are y'all going?" He said, "Well, you just chased off the state inspector." He said, "Without him here, we can't touch anything."
Calling
He
it
was
out.
probably
I got
running.
about 10 minutes down the road. My boss calls me, and my boss says, "Hey, can you turn around?" He apologized. I said, "Did he even tell you what he done?" He said, "Yeah, he told me what he done." He said, "You don't have to, but if you would you go back?"
Well, you know what? I got another appointment
You had
here at
the option not
Chevron.
to go back.
I got
Oh.
another appointment here at the gas station I got to attend to first. Yeah, I got to take a
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, I went and ate lunch and shit before I went back. But the
Oh,
thing
fuck.
is, the crew was all sitting around just waiting because they couldn't
I got
touch
an
it.
appointment at
They couldn't even fire up a machine.
Yeah, but how much did that cost him? Was kicking the inspector off the job.
Put it
And-
this way, 2 days later, he was gone.
Everybody's sitting there.
2 days later, he was gone.
Change.
Yeah, he was gone 2 days later.
Oh, I bet you they put him on a different site.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's why I said I don't know if they fired him or put him on a different site. But 2 days later, his office was gone.
His name was not on his door.
I would have put him flat on his ass. That's what I would have done.
Yeah,
That's why I'm no good at working for people. 'Cause
Yeah.
as soon as somebody talks shit to me,
well, my boss said, "Well, why didn't you tell him?" I said, "Well, hey, he was cussing me, telling me I was a no good working loafing son of a bitch and all that." I figured, hell, if he didn't want me there, I'd leave.
Yeah.
Well, hell, if I'm not working, I might as well prove you right then, you know? If I'm not doing nothing, might as well just keep going.
But the funny is, when the new superintendent showed up, they had a chair with the umbrella holder sitting there waiting. They were like, "Oh no, you don't have to sit on the bucket. Look, we got a chair. It's even got a little deal in the back. It holds your
That's
umbrella."
why I didn't have an apprentice with one of those big handle fans going like this.
And they handed you a non-alcoholic beverage with a little umbrella on it and a little straw in it, like they do in the tropics.
Oh, 24-inch ductile
Can't be
iron.
drinking on the job.
Oh, I
This is
knew he
gonna
was
be
a world of shit.
Gemma's backstage, Tom.
Yeah. I knew he was in a
Oh,
world of shit because
Was maxed out.
yeah, man.
Who's
Oh, yeah.
backstage?
Gemma.
Oh, Gemma. Yeah.
Gemma.
Yeah,
Well,
I knew
I'll
that
hop
guy
out in a
was.
little bit. I'll hop out in a little bit, Dad.
Well, drop Captain Jerkoff for a second because he's not doing anything. Bring it up for a little while.
Well, no. If you want, give me a couple minutes. I'm waiting on a call from a realtor. I can go ahead and bounce out for Gemma.
Oh, I don't want to deal with any more realtors. Thank you.
No, I know. I'm right there with you, David. I'm right there with you.
Back later on.
Huh?
Come back later.
All right, I'll just hop out now, guys.
The realtor,
All
you
right.
got shit on.
See you guys later.
Gemma.
Take it easy.
See ya.
All right, Pat.
You know, renting an
There
apartment.
you go.
Hey, Tom.
We had to shuffle some bodies.
No worries.
Hello,
I'm
Gemma.
patient. I can wait.
How are you today, Gemma?
I'm good, Hazy. How are you?
I'm not bad. I'm okay. Doing
Okay,
good.
though, the worst
I was actually
state-
listening to some of your music earlier. It really helped me to calm down. I was going through a bit of an anxious panic. I put your channel on. And I was just like, and calm it.
Oh, cool.
So your music's really helping. I
I'm
listen
glad
to it
I
a
was
lot.
there to help. Do you know what? Like the amount of people that message me to tell me that my music helps them through their day-to-day shit, it's blows my mind.
It does. You've
Welcome
got a
on.
really calming voice, and the way that you play is really relaxing. So a lot of people will find it helpful, especially with me, my anxiety. I go from being manic up here, and then also I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh.
Well, I think it's got a lot to do with because I suffer with anxiety and stuff, and music is my way of calming down. So I suppose my style and the way I write songs, because I'm using it to calm myself, it's going to calm other people, you know.
yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it's crazy.
I guess
Right.
everybody is taking a break or something. I guess I will too. Anybody need anything while I'm up?
Yeah, take a shit from me, David.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll
It's good
do
to
it.
see you, David and Anthony. It's good
I
to
think
see
I
you.
will wait for Tom to come back before I go there.
You know, go and do what you got to do. It's fine.
Hey, might as well while they're gone.
Me and General hold the fort.
Yeah.
We're professionals.
I think Gemma can pull things now.
I try my best. I try my best to hold
I'm
up the
sure
panel
so.
down.
And
myself,
Anthony. I mean, we've all had enough practice on panels and doing our own shows,
Oh,
yeah.
you know.
Oh man.
I don't
Sure,
think I've
that-
ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen such a relaxing panel as that, or live stream as Hazy's though. Everyone is so quick to go into Hazy's stream. As soon as I go in there, it's like boom, 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 boom. Everyone's just in there straight away. It's very, very quick.
Yeah, I do like. I do miss doing my panel live show, but I'm enjoying just doing the music one that I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. You know,
Yeah,
couple of hours, just because that is what I do. You know, that's. But I am going to try and figure out a way of, because I use OBS, is you can't have guests on because obviously it's OBS.
yeah,
But it would be nice to be able to do an hour of music, then have an hour of guests on. You know,
yeah.
at the end of it.
I think that'd be good.
So I'm gonna have to try and figure something out because I can't get the same sound quality through anything other than OBS.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Because if I use something else, because I think my sound quality is I've got it pretty good now for a live,
Yeah.
you know. But I'll figure something out.
Okay.
I'll figure something out.
I told him because it had BMW on it.
David's going to take a shit for me.
David and Captain are both gone. Oh, David.
And here comes David. David's back.
Had to get a beer.
Okay, we're back. No jerk. I think. Oh, I bet you I know what he had.
Oh, did you tell us you didn't have a jerk while you were gone, or what?
No, sir. I didn't have enough
It's
time.
good to see you, David.
I don't know. I just hope Jerk made it to the toilet in time because the way he was talking, he might be wiping the wall down.
Yeah, if that were the case, that would have been.
Go there. I wasn't going to go.
That wouldn't have been long enough to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see a shadow. Someone's headed back. That's Crystal walking around.
Yeah. We're probably walking around.
I've just
Hey,
been doing some bulk
I had to go to
filming
the kitchen
today.
to get the mom.
What have you been doing, Gemma?
I've been doing some bulk filming. I've been watching a American TV show called The Good Doctor, and it's about a surgical resident who happens to be on the autistic spectrum. So I've just watched the first 4 episodes and made handwritten my notes up to do
Okay.
videos on it for my channel.
Look how much writing you've done. I haven't done that
I've
much
been
writing in
watching
20
that.
years.
Hey, scrapping. What's going
Yes,
on?
that's
What's
my
that
last
page?
4 hours of work. I've been sitting here writing and watching TV.
So what will you do with those notes? What is it? What's
The notes help me with my videos, so I try and, because of my anxiety and how anxious I get when I film, it helps me to keep on topic rather than if I do it without my notes, I tend to go, whoa.
yeah.
So it kind of helps me keep on track with my video content so I don't lose what I'm doing.
Yeah. If I try to write notes for my videos, it'd make me worse. I just turn the camera on and start talking. If I had to read something, I'd be so anxious, and it wouldn't be natural, you know.
Yeah.
I actually
I
had
think for me it's just a way of self-coping, and if I
Yeah.
film, I sit there, I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still your words, you know.
Yeah. Well, all I do is make notes and make sure I get the points through the video.
Yeah, I use like
Yeah, I
notes here. I just
yes.
use the main points that I've written down, and I short it into like a paragraph of a video. So
Yeah.
it just helps me
About
keep less anxious when I'm doing it.
A day and a half ago, I had to do an actual handwritten report. Okay. It was about 3 paragraphs long. Sad thing is, when I got done, I'm looking down at it and I'm going, look at this horrible ass fucking writing.
Oh, my writing's terrible.
Oh, no, because I'm so used to typing everything out as when I do reports, and when I had to do a handwritten, when I'm looking down at it going, I can't even read this garbage.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably not even going to read it.
No, they never do. They don't. They just have it in there in case someone comes and points the finger at them. They can go, well, here's the guy that did.
We have notes.
Yeah.
Hey, Candy,
Just blame
Stephen,
you.
and Martin, how are you? Thank you, Mark, for calling me pretty. I appreciate that. That's a nice thing to say.
You just wonder how many papers.
Justin!
I know. I was the best looking person on the panel till you turned up, Gemma.
If I had to rate the best looking guy, then Hazy would win. Sorry, hands down. That would be that.
Well, thank you very much.
You are a good looking guy. There's no debating that. You are a good looking guy. A lot of people tell you that in your chat.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush now.
Hi, Gemma.
Hi,
How you
Justin.
doing? I have to go.
Okay.
Are you
I
okay?
was falling asleep on panel, and I have things that I have to do around here. Gem,
Check your hangouts when
Hazy,
you get a chance,
Anthony,
please.
David.
Take it easy.
Later.
He rushed off then. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I think he's just got the bug, the
I
food
think
bug.
he's got a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
He might have the squirts. Joe Biden wanted to come on, but not enough Chinese banks would support him. I can't get into all that politics. It's a circus. It's an absolute
Yeah.
circus.
Oh, politics.
You'll notice I'm not into it at all. I've already voted.
No politics.
Yeah.
Don't blame me. Martin
No,
Wright
it's
was
not. It's not a topic I touch on my channel either. No.
Worth my time. No politics.
No,
Yeah.
that was as far as we were going to go with politics.
Oh, there's only one political thing that I'm touching on my channel at the moment, which was about a autistic boy in the States, which made headline news in the States. It's still making headline news now about a little boy called Thomas Valver who got abused by his dad, and I'm covering that. But as far as politics, that's the only article I'm doing.
As far as I'm going to go with politics, I think everybody should vote. And I'm not talking, I don't watch the news. That's it.
Well, I mean, we're getting into politics here, but how can you vote if you don't get into politics? You know what I mean?
You just
Hazy, I got this thing upstairs in the game room. It's called a dartboard, and I put all the cameras on the dartboard.
That's the best way of doing it.
That's who I vote.
No, you do like this.
All the new ones back up, and we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way of doing it.
Yep.
Port the
I
grip.
like to put them in a collage and get my AR-15 and just load a whole clip, and whoever did get hit, that's who I vote for.
Now, is that a 15-round clip or a 30-round clip?
30. Because I
Okay.
close my eyes, they don't always hit the board where they're at. So,
Have you got an AR-15?
yeah.
Oh shit! I'd love a little blast on that.
Well, come out here. You can sit there. Let's see. If you come here, you can shoot an AR-15, an M1 carbine, a 30-06,
Well,
a Remington shotgun. My Beretta 9mm. Pat's got an M1 Grand, and he's got an AR-15, and he's got a 22 rifle. So yeah, we got a few guns. You can come shoot.
Nice. Yeah, what's up,
Okay.
MD?
speaking of that,
Yeah. Going on, country living with
Next time I come over to America, it's gonna have to be for like 2 or 3 months so I can travel around and see everybody.
Let's see if we can coax Andy up.
Hey, Porter Grip and Country Living.
I just got a letter from me. Yeah, there it is.
30-30 here. Okay. Oh, hunting rifle.
Oh yeah, what's a 30-30?
Yeah, what is a 30-30? I have no idea.
Rifle.
Yeah, it's a rifle.
Oh.
I never heard of one of those.
I got a gas-powered Glock 19 BB gun.
We got 3 BB guns. We got 2 BB guns and 1 pellet rifle in the garage for pigeons.
Yeah, that's all I can have. Is
Okay.
air
Send
rifle.
them a old one back and a new one. Okay.
Yeah, well, one day we were sitting there working out in the car in the driveway, and a pigeon shit on my shoulder, and I said, "That's it." And I looked at Pat and I said, "Every pigeon you kill, you got $5." And he sat there and he said, "Okay." He sat there and he said, "You owe me $35, Dad." I said, "What?" Yeah, he killed 7 pigeons. Oh, look at you!
Look at this.
Oh, look at MD. What the hell is that?
Look at this magnificent retirement beard is what
What
that
the hell is that? It looks like you're halfway through eating a squirrel.
I discharged or retired from the military and decided to grow a beard.
Oh, I've got it full Amish style right now.
It's looking good. Listen, you're looking relaxed, brother. You're looking relaxed.
I am truly, truly happy, Hazy.
Nice.
Happy.
That's good.
You deserve it. How's the work coming along?
Everything's going good around the property, man.
Yeah.
I don't have to go to work.
No, that's what I mean. Like the work on the property. I know you got a lot of shit to sort out.
Oh yeah, we just I don't know. I set up the security cameras yesterday around the property. Had to run cables under the house. It was an absolute nightmare for me to go under a house. Ugh. But yeah, just been kind of enjoying life out here. Been like I saw you guys were talking about all your fun stuff that you wanted to do. Like, Hazy, like I just get to carry this everywhere I go.
Oh, you got a real one.
Yeah.
Go up and get mine.
Listen, mine looks like a real one. Let me get it. It looks like a real one.
Yeah. Mine's close at hand too.
Mine. I got the Phobos paddle because I open carry. I can't do any of that appendix conceal fat.
Yeah.
And it hurts. so I side carry. It's basically open carry on it.
Look, mine looks real.
Oh, wow.
Mine's M&P.
Yeah, it looks real.
Mine's
It looks real, but yeah, it's just shoots BBs.
Real enough to get you shot.
Real enough to get you in some fucking trouble.
Yeah.
Hey, you could get a hold a bank up with that. They think it's a real gun.
that
Yeah.
gun is enough to get you in trouble.
That's what that 19-year-old here thought he could do with an air rifle, hold up a bank. Except for the 8 cops waiting outside, they had real guns.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
This is what I carry, Andy.
Whoa.
What is it?
Yeah.
Don't point it at yourself.
What is it, Tom?
It's a Beretta 9mm.
Ooh, that's a heavy guy, isn't it?
Nice.
I wish we were allowed to carry weapons in the UK, but unfortunately we're not.
Listen,
Yeah,
you be careful. You be careful, Tom. With that, you don't instill confidence in me the way you're swinging it around.
You sure it's not loaded?
I wish the UK would allow us to carry weapons, but unfortunately it doesn't.
What is that's a Glock? But which one?
This is a Smith & Wesson MP Shield. M&P Shield. It's the 9mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Basically,
it looks like a Glock, though, doesn't it? It looks pretty.
What's that?
It looks like mine.
Well, that's an imitation of a 9.
Then I got my shotgun, of course, and then my rifles, and then my 22. 22 is fun. You got to have 22 in Georgia for deer.
I got a couple of 9s. I just don't like the stopping power. That's why I carry my 1911 40 cal.
Yeah, whoo, that's a. And you have a 1911 40, not a 45, huh?
Well, I had it rebarreled to a 40. I like a 40 better than I do a 45.
Yeah.
Now, Pat got rid of his 40 because he liked the 45 better.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
See,
Well, I wish I would have known that. We could have just traded.
I like my self-defense hollow points, man. These things on the 9mm, they're putting apple-sized holes in things, man. I don't think you're living through an apple-sized hole in your body.
Yeah.
But that's all. Honestly, I only carry. That's where I carry everywhere I go outside. But in my house, I have my 12 gauge with double-aught buck sitting in there, and ain't nothing living through that thing.
Where's my blunt nose?
Yeah, that's nice. I like this.
I'm glad we can't have guns really in this country because I probably would have fucking shot a bunch of people by now.
I would have.
You know.
Yeah.
Accident.
I feel so safe now that I have mine. It's like a blanket. You know what I mean, Tom?
I just think everybody that I've ever hit with a baseball bat would have been shot.
I think if everyone carried a gun, everyone would be a lot nicer to everyone.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
You wouldn't have too many people being so ballsy.
You're too nice.
You wouldn't have anybody getting in your face yelling at you.
I used to
Well,
be a
no,
little different, Gemma.
that's what he said.
Back
If
in the
everybody
day.
was carrying and packing, I just like when Nancy was down here and she went into Walmart and it was like right off the bat, she seen 68 people with a gun just hanging on her side. And she goes, "Man, look at all the guns." I said, "Yeah, but you notice one thing. You don't hear all the cussing, bitching, and raising hell, do you?"
Nope. So me and my wife went to Walmart today, and I have mine. I open carry, and man, everyone is the nicest person in the world. How are you today? Oh my Lord, sir! What can I get for you? Like, yes, y'all want to act like civilized human beings when I'm out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I told her, if someone come in to rob the place and they walk in and see 60 people open carry, they're gonna go. I'm gonna go down to the dollar store down the road.
I mean, that is right. But when something do go wrong, it's bad, isn't it?
It's quick. It doesn't take long. I can.
Yeah, last store we had someone try to rob here. It was 2 kids. One was 17. One was
I got
16.
to go. My brother's calling me about my dad right now. Okay.
All right.
Nice one, MD. Nice to see you, brother.
But yeah, like I said, the last time someone tried to rob a place here, it was a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old. One never made it out of the store. The other one died 20 minutes down the road because he bled out.
Yeah.
The one that drove down the road was shot 10 times by 9 different people. And the first one got dropped in the store, got dropped by the lady behind the cashier. She was 82 years old, but she was retired from the Marine Corps. Yeah. She dropped them with a 357.
They sound like they were slightly retarded.
Well, they picked the wrong state to make a pit stop in. They did have California tag, so I'll let that rest right there.
Well, that's the thing right there. They think that, I mean.
Yeah. They forgot what state they were in. Yeah, that's why I told them you ain't in Kansas no more, Toto.
Yeah.
Lost.
Welcome to the real world.
California.
Yeah.
Jack, bring me a bottle of water in from the fridge.
But just remember that was 9 people that shot that one guy 10 times, and no one else got harmed in the shooting, but the guy that was doing the messed up shit.
Come on. What are you laughing at? Huh?
I got one hell of a throwing arm, but no weapons per se. All right.
Yeah.
That'll work. Actually, a wrist rocket will work nowadays too.
Oh man, you give me a wrist rod with some stainless steel ball bearings, I'll fuck your world up.
You want about slingshot?
Huh?
You want about slingshot?
Yeah, wrist rocket is a slingshot, more or less.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh yeah, they're dangerous. That's as bad as a gun sometimes.
Especially with ball bearings.
Yeah.
Them little bitty about
1/4-inch diameter ball bearings, get a bag and you go out there and have a fun time. Because
be like shooting you with a 22.
You don't hear it coming. And it's
no.
And if you get enough, if you got the right surgical tubing on it, you can sit there and launch that sucker.
Yep. Yeah. Even if you're close enough, the only thing you're gonna hear is a from the rubber band hitting the side.
Yeah. I made a little pistol crossbow with some of that surgical tube and stuff. And
well, believe it or not, they have one built like that. I've seen it at a gun show here. It was a slingshot, but it was on a pistol grip, and it had where you pull it back and put the deal there and put the ball bearing in front of it and pull the trigger just like you would a pistol.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap.
Well, I've actually got, where's my phone? I've actually got on my Amazon, you can save stuff for later.
Yeah.
You can buy the trigger mechanism to make one of them.
Yeah.
I'll show you for an actual ball bearing.
Yep.
Here, let's see. Let's do this.
Yeah, that's why I was telling Ken it'd be easy to.
There you go. Wrist rockets.
Yep.
Yeah. That's like they're Black Widows.
Yep. And
that's
And that kind of like that red and black one down there at the bottom. That's kind of like what I'm talking about.
Yeah, look at this. This is the trigger mechanism you can buy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's cheap too. It's let me see.
That's why I was telling Ken.
Look, 15.50.
Okay.
It's like Ken, I was telling him when he sent me this rubber band gun, I got to looking at it. I said, man, if I took my router and put a channel down in there, you know how easy it would be to take this trigger mechanism and put a ball bearing behind some, like he says.
Did you make that gun?
No, that was from where Ken used to work.
I made. Did you see the one I made, Harry? I'll show you.
Yeah, I've seen the videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the video.
Yeah, the one you was making for your boy.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's why I said it reminded me of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it's a good. This is an exact replica of Jack's sniper rifle, his airsoft sniper rifle.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I even branded it, Tom.
You branded it? Ah, cool. All right. That's cool. Well, in drafting class, we ended up with what was called a scale or a ruler. I mean,
Oh yeah.
okay. But then we realized that if we put a rubber band down here and then pulled it back here and put a
pencil on it. Oh yeah.
We got a deadly weapon.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
In fact, that's a perfect way of making one up. When I make one out of wood, I might even get one of them just to use it as a guide. Bury it into the wood.
That's good for
a scale. Yeah.
Yeah, I think say another good thing for that. I've seen a guy do it. He actually had that centered, and he had 3 ball bearings on each side that would launch off of it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. When you were talking about that and everything else, it brought that back to memory.
Yeah.
But you'd be sitting there in drafting class, and all of a sudden this pencil go.
When we was on that big job up there in Pensacola, Florida, you should have seen them little boys. I was sitting there with a bunch of gas pipes laying around. I was sitting there playing with it, had my drill out, playing with it. When I got done, they walked over and said, "What the hell you been doing over there?" I said, "Well, I was bored waiting on y'all to get y'all's job done because, you know, all I had to do was inspect it, let them do their job, inspect it at the end." So I had like 8 hours to kill. When I got done, they walked there and said, "What the hell was you working on?" And I showed them. I took a 12-gauge shell, slid it in there, and went, boom! They were like, "Holy shit!" We call that a slam shotgun. I even had a pistol grip on it where you just, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's why when Pat and T-Dub were young, I took a whole bunch of Campbell's soup cans and I taped them all together. Squirted some lighter fluid down there, punched a hole in this end of it.
Yeah.
Tennis ball down there, lit launched the tennis ball. You could launch a tennis ball about 30, 40 yards.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And
We're in trouble.
at 10 feet, it hurt like a son of a bitch.
What's up?
What's up, Jimmy?
So we're actually, Pat and I were talking about that, and a potato gun we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
I made a potato gun. I actually had one because what I would do, I'd get a big plastic container and then a bit of PVC pipe, and then you spray a bit of deodorant or something in there, and you have a electric ignition to start it.
Yeah.
And I made one once with my mate up the street, and the plastic vessel that we used wasn't the strongest, and we didn't realize it had a weak seam running up the center of it. And we were going to shoot each other. So he was shooting me first. So he jammed the potato, and I stood at the end of his garden, and he was taking ages. I've turned around, and as I've turned around, he fired it, and I seen the potato and fucking just ducked, and he just went straight over there. He's going for a fucking headshot. So I was like, right, motherfucker. So when it was my go, I jammed the potato right in there, a huge potato. Because when you push it in, it cuts off the bit you don't need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I jammed it too far down. And then when I fired it, the potato wasn't going anywhere. The seam on the thing that was going to propel it gave way, and it fucking blew up in my face.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I was deaf for about 2 days.
It was asking me to do, but I told it to
You
ask.
hear that like
Yeah. It was like I swear to God, it was like a bomb going off in my hand. I fucking shit my pants.
Hey, Jimmy, your springs are boxed up. They'll go out Monday.
All righty. Thank you, sir.
And it'll
Appreciate
be
that.
FedEx. I found a FedEx store that I can go to.
Cool.
So
That makes life nice. I'll get them in a reasonable time, and they'll actually, be in one piece.
and be delivered too.
Yeah, delivered to my house. I don't have to go shag them. That's brilliant. Thank you, sir.
Nice. You just got up, Jimmy.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't realize. I thought you were on really late, but my clocks went back an hour. So when I was on your show earlier, that's why it was later than normal.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You don't do that until tomorrow night.
Yeah.
yeah.
Although you still was on late.
But it was late. It was like 9 o'clock in
still
the
was
morning.
late.
It was like 9 o'clock in the morning when I shut the show
Yeah.
off, man.
I know it was still late. But it was,
Oh my goodness, is that the latest you've had?
From last night? Damn.
Yeah.
In fact, we set our clocks this Sunday, and that's it. We're done.
Yeah. No more.
Yep,
Hey.
they voted it in.
Back
Cool.
up.
What's up, MD?
Jimmy C is a good kisser, and I can vouch for that.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Heard it from Moose.
True story. True story.
It is.
And
It
he
is.
had a thing for me too.
Mhm. I didn't want him to ever forget me, So
How could I forget you, Jimmy?
you never will now.
Fucking right, I will.
Anthony,
First time you've been raped by a man.
in the fall when we drop back, we'll be on a different time from each other. Then.
Yeah. Well, they actually voted in last year, but they said they went to this. They said in November. It would
Yeah,
be,
when they set it back to normal.
and then done. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, they won't be changing the time anymore.
Because the farmers don't need it anymore. It used to be for the farmers to have more daylight, but nowadays, I mean, half the fields here, because it's so hot in the summer, they work at night anyway, and they got lights up there lighting it up like a football field.
Yeah, they didn't have lights back then.
Right. But not only that, most of the equipment, there's not even a driver in it. It's all
It's not
maintained.
They sit in a control room and control
Right.
control room. It's a robot.
I pay good money for it to go away.
That's why I used to tell all them guys all the time when that machinery was first coming out, learn to work on it. Learn to work on it. Why? Because it's going to replace you. That's why. And if you can't work on it, you ain't even going to be valuable to the company, period. You're out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MD said daylight saving time is just robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's outgrown its usefulness without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be done away with.
Yeah, it's true. The
I
moose
thought
is
it
up
was
there.
with the child workers on the farm.
No.
I heard it was the kids.
All farmers, not child workers, but the farmers themselves in
Yeah.
farming.
Well, that's back
That's
when
what it came about. And wasn't it right before World War II?
I thought it was to save electricity during World War II. And they realized that it worked.
I don't know, maybe. Who knows?
they've come up with about 10 different reasons for it since I think they started so long ago, they've forgotten the reason why they started.
That's why the original reason.
I've heard it's always been before the farmers.
But now the electricity's on all the time anyway. It's harder on the power company. I saw somebody ask one time on a show or something. I said, well, they want to save electricity. Why do they leave all the street lights on all night? And it says because it's more efficient
Safety.
for power companies to continue generating electricity than it is for them to shut the generators down at night. So they need demand on the grid. That's why all the lights are left on.
Yeah.
Ben Franklin came up with it. MD said his child workers are kept in the basement so they don't even see daylight.
But it's like I heard around here they did daylight savings so kids didn't have to wait on the school bus.
Ah,
Well, they still have to wait
In the dark.
It's in the dark.
You have to wait.
Hey,
Okay.
Tom, take a look at this.
oh, is that a nugget?
Nice. Look how purpley it is.
Yeah. Is that purple haze?
Purple.
Yeah, it's wicked purple.
Damn.
It's unbelievably purple. The camera's not showing it too well.
I
but-
can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Purple.
Purple.
Oh my god! I tell you, I took 4 hits off the bowl and I was cooked for about half hour.
No, come on. You know you heard Jimi Hendrix in the background going.
Oh, I was, dude. I was like, purple haze running through my brain.
Excuse me, why kiss the sky?
Uh-huh. I was watching some chick fucking destroy some fried chicken, and I was like, I don't even know why I was still sitting there watching it. It was a horror scene, you know what I mean?
When you say destroy it, do you mean eat it?
Yeah.
No, she was cooking it.
Oh.
You know, she was doing it live, right? And you know, her whole prep and everything was okay, but you know, she wasn't. I could tell she's not a professional cook.
Right.
and she over batted the chicken bad, right? And she didn't have enough oil in the fucking pot to begin with, so you know she's dropping the basket right onto the bottom of the frying pan.
Oh, no,
You know?
no.
And I'm like, oh, and then she starts going in there with a fork, flipping it around.
Flip it.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, it's such a rookie. You can small batch. Hold on.
Yeah.
My dinner's ready. I'll be right back in a second.
Uh-huh.
I remember my grandmother frying chicken in a black iron skillet.
Yep.
Chris
Cast iron skillet. Best skillet to fry chicken in. Actually, the only skillet to fry chicken.
shortening.
Well, let me rephrase that. If you're from the South, because you go up north, you'll see them with those. What are they? Paul Revere copper bottom skillets.
No.
Yeah, you see them up there sitting there frying.
Here's cast iron.
No, cast iron copper with the heat.
Tom, I'm going to jump off. I'm getting a bit of a headache. I'm not sure if it's the computer screen on my eyes.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Okay,
You need,
coming on.
need to
starting to get pain on my eyes.
you need to get you some of them PC glasses like I have. It filters up that blue light.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
All the whiteness. I think if that disappeared, I think I'd be okay. Is that a way
Well,
of
that's
doing
the blueness coming out of the whiteness that's hurting your head.
That's probably through YouTube and
it?
stream on what their background is going to be.
Oh, there's actually a button to
I wish
press.
Background.
Yeah.
That would be okay.
Make it. Yeah.
Zoom.
Do you know there's a little button at the bottom of StreamYard to fill your whole screen up?
A button at the bottom of the StreamYard to fill your whole stream up. I
The
don't.
bottom right of StreamYard is a little tiny square. It's tiny.
No, don't have it, Hazy.
It says full screen.
I'll be right back.
You do.
Noise outside. What the hell's going on?
Can't see it. I got mute. I got stop cam. Stop cam.
No. Above that, where the blackness where we all are,
Yeah.
the bottom right corner of that didn't used to be there. There's a little tiny square.
All right.
And I just blew it up. Okay. I didn't know that was there.
See, that
Now
one.
everything's that's but on YouTube it isn't.
No, that's just for us.
All right, give me a second. Hey, Tom, I got to run, brother.
All right.
Y'all have a good one.
Take that
I'm
out.
going to get some stuff done before darkness here. Later.
Okay. Have a good one, Anthony. Thanks for coming up.
You too.
All right.
David Collins definitely pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, I think David pressed the wrong button.
I'm going to have to stay here for you for a little while till they all come back.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you a few things. The bass guitar I brought a month ago.
Yep.
Yeah, was back in the shop, back out, back in the shop, back out, and I told him to keep the damn thing. Give me my money back.
Oh, why is that?
The bridge, they couldn't get it adjusted. It was like, in the body of the guitar as you're sitting there leveling and sitting there bringing it down on it.
Yeah.
I think the nut plate in the guitar was loose and it wouldn't sit there and bring the bridge down. I mean, the strings were really high up. There was no action on it whatsoever.
Yeah. Too high. The action was too
Yeah,
high.
so they took it, said, well, it's fixed now. No, it ain't. It's fixed now. No, I said, why don't you guys try playing it? And so anyway, I got my money back. So
Oh, there you go.
I'm thinking of buying a 6-string anyway.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how are you getting on with the 1-string?
It's sitting right there.
I bet you haven't even plugged it in, have you?
Oh, wait. No, hold it. Here we go. All right. See the amp? See the 1-string?
yeah.
Yes, it has been played.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
What do you think of it? The sound is not bad, is it?
Oh, especially with the amp. The amp's got reverb and God, what's the other tremolo? Is it called reverb and tremolo on it? Yeah, you start playing around with that, you can sit there and make some crazy sounds.
Yeah.
But then if I went and got a couple of foot pedals and a few other things, I'm in the basement, Tom. Well, they don't show the basement here. All right.
Now you got to make it small again.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it was doing all kinds. It was getting big on the screen and little. I didn't find any little any square to make it bigger.
I did.
It is there. With your eyes, David, you might struggle. It's really small.
It has to be real tiny, small, about the size of a period at the end of a sentence or something like that.
Yeah, it's really small, like really small.
But anyway, it's been
If you
fun.
hover the mouse over it, it do show up. You've got to hover the mouse over it. Do you know what David, look at me a minute.
Yeah.
Do you know there's a black piece with all of us inside it,
Yeah.
and then underneath there's like leave and mute and everything. Right, it's in the black piece with all of us in it. It's in the black piece, the bottom right corner.
No, it says send.
Yeah,
Send.
he's on YouTube. He's on YouTube.
No, I'm on StreamYard.
Are you?
The chat is, maybe if I close the chat,
Well, it shouldn't say send.
it says sign in. That's at the top.
Let me share my screen.
Yeah, share your screen.
How do I share screen then?
Get down there in the bottom.
Right, you got to pop up.
Let me
You
add
got to
you.
allow me to share.
We'll make it big. And then Mr. Happy's back.
Right, can you see this? Right,
What
see,
the fuck?
see all this? See the
What
bottom
the-
right there? Can you see what I'm doing there, Tom?
Yeah.
And that's where that
That's you,
send
David.
button is.
David.
Yeah, I can see what you're doing.
And then you press it. Fuck, this freaking me out. Why is that happening?
Whoa.
I don't know, y'all. Jimmy C's was doing that the other night. It was getting all.
What is going on?
You left at the wrong
All I,
time.
all I know is where the fuck is the acid?
Well, that's the bug. They must have a bug next time you have
Can you
enough.
see it there? Can you see it there?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that's what you've got. You've got one of them.
Okay, cool.
Just go directly underneath the duck, down to the bottom right.
What the fuck?
It's there. I know that's fucking doing what? That's
This
freaking
is
me out.
fucking weird. What the fuck?
I mean, I haven't even taken any drugs.
What the fuck? I'm not drunk enough
I
for
think
this
that's
yet.
some kind of glitch in the software because
I need to get more tequila.
Jimmy C's was doing that. the
Yeah,
other
hey,
night,
let me
doing
fill
that.
this up.
It looked like a stage or something. Looked like you were looking down a hallway or something.
Seriously, it's like when you look in two mirrors, and you got mirrors.
Yeah,
back-
That's what it is. It's infinity. It's infinity. That goes on
fucking weird.
forever.
Straight. I thought he was doing that on purpose.
No.
It's the computer that was doing that.
Pat, you missed it.
Miss what?
We all had to talk about handguns and show them off.
Yeah, we all got our guns out.
What the fuck? They sell guns in the UK?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What does it shoot? Pellets or like? Does it shoot real bullets or is it rubber bullets?
Shoots metal BBs.
Metal BBs. Oh, you didn't even got it loaded. Okay, that's a BB gun. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's got a clip.
That's a magazine. You're right. It's not a clip. It's a magazine.
It's a clip.
Mine's bigger. See, I told you I'd get him.
Walked off sighing.
Yeah.
He's like, let me show you.
He's got more weapons in his house than I do in my house, so. But I think I can withstand. I think I got 5,000 rounds of 9mm.
I'll do more damage to you with this if I fucking hit you on the head with it.
Yep.
I hold it out.
You said you'd have to catch me first.
Yeah.
So, Pat's not humming anymore. I know he can hear me.
Yeah, I muted my mic. Well, I'm not going to walk around that way because then you'll see the surprise.
I'm gonna bring his AR-15.
Actually, you hit the nail on the head, bro. Look at that. Bam, there's my assault rifle.
Fuck yeah.
Magazine loaded.
See, Hazy, come visit. We'll take you out.
Do I got one in the chamber? Nope.
Yeah, you
Smart
just
man.
Be careful.
It's empty.
I know. Just still be careful.
Oh, I'm a concealed carry. I got my permit. It's okay.
Yeah, but that won't keep you from killing yourself.
Yeah,
No, that's true. That's true.
Permits don't stop you
However-
from fucking firearm.
However, that being said, what does it say? Does it say it's on safe right there?
Yeah.
Just checking. It's on safe. Okay.
All right.
It's
where's-
not. I seen that a thing of statistics going on about the coronavirus and everything, and it's statistically you got more chance of dying from a firearm accident than coronavirus.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about that at lunch one day this week. It's like
Pull it out.
blew it out of proportion.
And my 1911, my 45.
See, now, Anthony, the redneck way of life, he traded in his 45 to get a 40 caliber. And I said, well, that's funny. Pat just did the same thing to get a 45.
Too
Yep.
bad. You could have just traded with each other.
Yep. But this one always stays cocked and locked.
See, that thing, all you got to do, the way he carries it, Hazy, you pop the safety off and start pulling.
And start sending them.
Yeah. Now, see,
But that's my daily carry. That rides with me every day.
upstairs in my bedroom, and like I showed, there's nothing in it.
Yeah.
And so if I would have had the clip in or the magazine in when I did that, it would have put a round in it. Still no round in it.
Yeah.
There's one in mine now.
Hazy, I'm kind of with you. Where I live doesn't seem to be as dangerous as places where these people live.
No, the problem with Las Vegas is we're getting a huge influx from the south, i.e., Los Angeles, Southern California, San Diego.
Oh,
We're getting
like
a lot
getting
of
influx from New York here.
So
Yeah.
I would be, yeah. I'm sorry. That's all you had to say. That'd be enough for me.
Yeah.
So
I know California's gone to shit. I don't think there's any coming back for the place. I think the governor have just destroyed it.
the
Yep.
governor and the people of California, everything else, they just totally.
I think you've just let all the rioters do what they want, and told the police to let them do what they're doing.
Yep.
They're not stopping them. And I think although it had a massive homeless people, it's way more now. The
Yeah.
streets are littered with camper vans and stuff.
Out of the state of California. Every time we go to Grapevine, Texas, all we see is California plates. You come here, all you see are California plates.
8-inch PVC.
That's like here, all you see are New York plates.
No,
You wouldn't
maybe
believe
coming
how
down
many
to
cars around here have a New York plate on them.
So
But yeah.
Or I love stickers on them about New York, but they even have New York plates on them.
Yeah.
Well, the thing I love about all the people coming from California is they're coming from California to escape all the policies and the rules that California has, but yet they're still bringing their same thinking and their same ideologies when they go to the polling places to vote. That's the problem. As if you're escaping California because of all the crap that's going on, then why are you going to come to Nevada and start voting the same way to bring all that same fucking liberal mentality here?
Well, the problem is I'm going through a little bit of it right now because my rent's going to go up but it's New York people all around me. They're building apartment buildings as fast as they can. So
Mhm.
when they have, and those rents are anywhere between, well, every rent is different everywhere, people, but the rent is probably for a 1-bedroom apartment is probably the same as the average for a 2-bedroom apartment in some other part of town.
Mhm.
And some of them are double that, depending on what building you live in, whatever. But the housing, there's a housing boom here you wouldn't believe, and it's all people moving in. A lot of kids go to school here. You know, we got a lot of colleges and universities here. Kids, and they're prestigious, and it's like they just move in. They go to school here and like the place, and just decide to stay instead of going back home.
Mhm.
Little New York. I'm not saying anything bad about New York, and I'm not blaming them a little bit. I know a couple of people really well that are from New York, and I said, well, why did you move here? And they said, we didn't like the weather. We wanted to move south.
If they ever got their head out of their ass and started enforcing a rule that they got, that they would sit there and realize that, hey, we got a lot more money than we did. But the rule is 45 days after you set up residency, you got to have Nevada tags and a Nevada driver's license.
Yeah.
The only problem is the people that used to enforce that are no longer operating anymore.
Well, that, and if you're a student, you don't have to change your license.
Yes, if you're a student, yeah.
88 Katana, what's going on?
The
What's
fuck?
up, Jake?
88.
Are you kidding me?
Tom, I gotta go. My
I used to
go to me a headache.
Yeah, your eyes were bothering you.
Yeah.
I
And
got
you're
a
Still here.
out of the school, and all you see all these California license plates.
Listen, I will speak to you fuckers soon.
All right, Hazy, have a good one, buddy.
New York kids are rich.
You be careful with those guns.
Always,
Later, Hazel.
always.
These
I
rich
can do
lawyers and doctors send their kids down here to Wake Forest, and they're driving a car with a New York plate on it, and it's their handed down BMW or Porsche.
Daddy
or
bought 'em.
whatever.
Yeah.
$50,000 car.
Yeah.
So have good insurance when you're down here. You get at least $50,000 liability coverage. Because if you should wipe out one of these kids driving one of these expensive cars, there goes, it'll blow your budget.
All right. Well, Hazy had to take off, Jimmy, just as you came back.
Yeah.
I said, it is what it
We're
is.
talking about the influx of Californians and the influx of New Yorkers.
Uh-huh.
All right, I gotta
Bugging
try and-
out.
I hope I don't have to restart my computer.
What's up, Katana? Good to see you.
Okay.
Yeah, your computer must have a bug if it has all. No,
You missed,
that's
you
easy.
missed Captain. He was on a little bit, but he's not feeling up to par. So
Yeah, he's been a little beat up for a few days.
yeah. We got his skull delivery, and I put like 5 coats of clear on this thing.
Nice. Oh, is that show yourself, expand it.
Make it bigger. Make yourself bigger.
I need my wife to do that.
No, you need the little blue pill.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm joking.
I got to sand it down, and I'm going to shoot it again.
I'll shoot it. I can come shoot it right now.
It's not sanded down yet.
It looks
I-
like that
I
stuff.
wasn't
just
talking about with a
absorbs.
gun or a paint gun.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
what, David?
It looks like it's just absorbing that clear. You'd think it'd be shiny like a marble right now.
Yeah. I don't
It's
know.
getting there, though.
It's like that stuff
I wondered
boats are
what
made
type
out
of
of.
resin he's using, and he said it's the same resin that fiberglass or resin that I use when I use the mat and the screening and everything.
Yeah, it's
Are you
you
fucking
have to put
kidding me?
primer on it, but you can't find clear primer. But if you were painting it, you'd have to put primer over it because it would just absorb. The paint would just soak in. What am I trying to say?
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But once you get a layer or two on there,
Well, there's 5
Dries
there's
right.
5 good coats on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill the insert and hang it upside
Yep.
down because I'm not getting the bottom of the skull good because the way it sits,
Yep. yeah,
sitting there getting underneath this portion, and there's still It won't
Yeah.
get, so I'll hang it upside down and spray it that way. I'd love, that'd be a hell of a shifter if I could sit there and put 2 light bulbs in those eyes.
Well, yeah, definitely. But that's what I'd be doing before I was clearing the thing. I'd be auging it out and getting your electronics in there and freaking and at least the freaking the hole for your threads.
So where are you gonna put your nitrous button at though then?
Right in the middle of the skull, red button. This clear, Jimmy, that you can do anything with it. I mean, it's a stupid little rattle can clear.
Yeah.
It's nothing really outstanding.
Yeah, I've used similar.
This is fucking driving me
Is
insane.
that the one Ed Moore uses that has a little button on the bottom of the can and you have to press the button and
All right, guys, I'll be back. I'm restarting my computer.
mixes? It's like
Alrighty.
two.
All right.
See you guys in a
Is that
second.
what that is?
Yeah.
Let me
Nope.
see that.
There's a
Just a
bottom.
regular old can, huh?
Yeah,
There it
just a
is.
regular old rattle can, man.
Just regular old, and it don't rattle.
No, that's not good.
And it should rattle.
All right, I'm gonna go take a nap now.
Okay.
Fine.
After sniffing paint, you're gonna go take a nap.
No, sitting there.
Yeah, from
So, yeah. Well, I got the shocks all assembled and everything. Pat's coming over tomorrow, and we're gonna put the car back together. Too bad we can't go for a drive because I've got the radiator half yanked out. And the,
okay. What are you doing over there?
that fan shroud I picked up a month ago or so,
Uh-huh.
we're gonna incorporate that.
I see.
I noticed just towards
Are you gonna take a break so you can drive it?
well, just driving it around, I noticed that the temperature was climbing, so I want to put a shroud,
Oh, but you drove it a little bit. That's good.
bring it down a little.
Yeah.
Well,
Usually a fan shroud does is because now you're pulling air all across the radiator.
yeah.
You just stick a fan on the radiator. The only place you're pulling air from is on that circle where that fan's
Exactly.
all the
It's
rest.
like trying to ride it, run an engine without the shroud on the engine, a 2-stroke or whatever. You leave it off, it'll burn the engine up.
Oh yeah, you'll melt it up quick.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to just run it for a few seconds or a few minutes just to test it or something. But put it back on there.
Yeah, you gotta have that airflow on an air-cooled motor. Yeah.
And then,
The nice thing about air-cooled motor is less maintenance.
and then plus I got another project that we're going to do is we got these.
Cam do outdoor. What are you doing with them?
You get a base station,
Yeah.
then you can hook up 4 outdoor cameras to it, and you
Oh,
download an app to your iPad or your phone, and you can sit there and you can monitor your yard or inside your. These are outdoor cameras, and I got
Yeah.
these. I got this front door, but you charge the battery and it's good for 6 months, and it all works off of Wi-Fi, so you're not running any cable, nothing.
Cool.
So we're going to give that. T-Dubs showed me that, so we're going to give it a shot and put it together. I've just got to figure out where I want to put the base station because I got to sit there and hook it up with the CAD5 cable.
Mm-hmm.
that
So,
sounds like something that would be good for my mother because she's constantly concerned about security around her house.
well, we're going
Probably use something like that.
to download the app to Nancy's iPad,
Yeah.
and then she can be able to get on their iPad and look and see. But it's up to 4 cameras, so I told her, I said, we'll put 2 in the front and 2 in the back, and
Pick all 4 corners. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, do all 4 corners.
and then they have you can do inside ones, everything else, but it's well, let me get it out of the bag here. Hang on. pretty neat, slick setup. The way they did it is here's the camera itself.
Uh-huh.
Okay. No wires. You can see no plugs, no wires, no plugs, no wires, no nothing in it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Here's your mounting pad for the camera if you want to mount it up and everything
Yeah.
else. Heavy duty magnet.
Nice.
So, or you got it's a threaded insert in there that you can use.
Yeah. Like a normal camera.
Yeah. So you could sit there, you pull this apart, and let's say you just screw it to the ceiling, let's say
Yeah.
underneath your patio cover. Then
Yeah.
you push this back together. Then you take the camera
Yeah.
and put it on there, and now it's like that, and it ain't coming off. The only bad thing is if you put them around where anybody can get them. These things about $40 a pop.
Yeah.
That they could sit there and somebody can, find
Pop.
it.
Put a BB
Yeah.
gun or something.
So it's a neat little slick setup, though. You can do 4 of these on one base station. 2 base stations, you get your whole house inside and out covered.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. The things that my sons come up with or find.
Got to take good care of them.
I'll be honest with you. I would have never found this. We got a cat that's pissing on our front door. I want to kill it. Nancy said no.
Uh-huh.
So
You know which cat it is? That's why you got the camera to find out whose cat it is.
So I'm doing her due diligence and everything else, but I bet you by the time it's said and done, that she'll sit there and she'll say, okay. Oh, computer stuff, Pat's back.
What's going on, guys?
Put the propylene glycol or the antifreeze in the sardines and get yourself a cat.
Yeah, right?
This is bullshit. Oh, so now you're not going to do it on those? Oh my fucking goodness.
What are you doing? You
Fighting
still
with his PC.
No, it's stupid. The program won't insert my pipe lengths and diameters. So I have to go through and redraw all the little fucking lines that the civil engineer put on this plan, because I guess he maybe drew them as a poly line instead of a fucking normal line.
You gotta love AutoCAD. I forgot half the
Fucking
stuff.
civil engineers can go suck my testicle.
Pat, you need to forget AutoCAD, and you can't do this anymore. Think about it. Ask me to move in AutoCAD.
Yeah, those are poly lines. He's fucking drew poly lines. He's a fucking dumbass. Sorry.
What's
what?
a polyline?
It's different than a normal line. A poly line, you can actually adjust the width of it. So it's like a line you can make fat, pretty much.
Okay.
A normal line, you can't do that to.
See? AutoCAD. I don't care.
Well, I kind of care because there's $400 on the line. So.
Okay.
And I'm tired of getting text messages from these assholes. Hey, how my plan's coming? How my plan's coming? If your fucking plans are rolled up your ass.
You know what I did in a meeting one time? I was sitting there and I was lead designer for Simplex Grinnell, or for Grinnell at the time. It wasn't Simplex Grinnell.
Yeah.
And they go, when did I get my plans? And I reached over and grabbed a piece of notepaper and started chewing it. And he's looking at me going, well, when can I get my plans? I said, wait about 8 hours. I'll shit them for you.
Exactly. It's where I'm fucking at right now. It's where I'm fucking at. Because I told these guys I'm going to try and get it done Friday. And now they're all like, oh, you said you're going to get it done Friday. So I'm like, all right, cool. All right. Consider this your last job.
Contractor selective hearing.
Selective reading. It's a text message. He can go back and read it. It's not like I said something. He has it in front of him on his phone. Sorry, I'm venting.
All right, it's all right.
It's okay. That's what we're here for. Here
I don't work for a living anymore, so it's fun to listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all lucky fucking bastards.
Hey, man, you're the lucky one that still got to go to work, man. Trust me. Trust me on that, all right?
I do feel lucky about that. You are right. I feel fortunate enough that I still do have a job right now.
Look at the way this is set up. The top 2 guys don't work and the bottom 2 guys still work.
You know.
Yeah. What is that? What does it look like on YouTube? Let's see.
The same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got YouTube on this monitor here, and I got StreamYards on this monitor.
Oh, and then here you go, Dad. You're gonna love this.
All right. What?
I had the calc set up before I restarted my computer, and I was so angry that I did not save the calc.
What
So
program?
Hydratech.
Okay.
And so I just lost all that information
All that data.
for the calc. I got to completely redo the calc.
So you got to re-enter what the whole all your data, line data,
Re-input it all.
everything.
Yep.
Have fun. Pat, don't feel bad. When we computers came into this business, because I started when we did hand calculations.
Oh, I know. And you fuck up once, you're screwed.
When computers sat there and came into this, you'd sit there. A grid sprinkler system is you have a primary main, a secondary main, and then you have branch lines going across between the two mains that feed different sprinklers, and that's called a grid sprinkler system.
Yeah.
The most hardest systems to calc. You can't calc it by hand because of the variables in it. But the old software packages, when we calculated it, we'd sit there and we'd put all the input put in, and you pray to God that all your input was right and all the pipes were connected. And then you'd run it and you go away for the evening. I would say inputting my grid, I would do the last thing of the day on my job.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go away and come back that morning and hope to God that I ran a set of calculations. And then you got a set of calculations. Oh, these won't work. Oh, you exceeded too much pressure, or you exceeded the velocity pressure in the pipe. So now you got to go back and make some pipes bigger and do a few other things, and then re-enter it, and then spend a half a day while the computer's running it. Now it does it like that.
I can show you guys how quick it does it as soon as I get it done.
It is amazing.
Yeah,
The speed of computers, man.
1983, I come home from work, Nancy goes, "What's going on?" And I said, "How's the day?" And I said, "Fine, I got both lower areas of McCarran Airport, the new addition, baggage handling done, and its calcs are running right now. Hopefully I did it right, and I get a good printout."
When I got into computers, I did a mini frame, and this computer sitting right here is probably 3 times as powerful as that mini frame computer.
Mm-hmm.
This desktop computer will do everything that computer did 10 times over.
Right. It's like the computer that put us on the moon. It took a building.
Mm-hmm.
That software now is sitting right next to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Well, the software that put a man on the moon, a modern calculator,
Is more powerful.
than that computer was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I built my first computer back in 1980. It was a Zenith Heathkit.
Yeah.
And, hey, it was a screaming machine. I had 64K of RAM, man. We're jamming.
I got more of that. I got that on my video card and then some.
Yeah.
64K, that was a lot for 1980.
Zenith sector, since I was a member of the Zenith Heath Club, they sat there and sent me, "We can get you another 64K so you can have 128K of RAM." Whoa, stand back, Jack. Here we go. And so I built that PC card, slapped it in the computer, and we're a little bit faster than we were before. We got a little bit more memory. Yep. Computers.
So 406 to 30.
I remember the big deal of getting 640 Ks. That's Ks.
Hey, T-Dub.
Not megs.
What's going on?
Hello.
Oh shit! What's up, bro?
What's going on?
You missed Andy, Country Living MD, the guy who just retired from the Air Force was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you missed Andy. You missed Hazy Days. You missed
Hazy.
You missed Captain Jerk. Who else was on the panel? That was about it, wasn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Story of my life.
Oh,
I'm
and
a
Jim.
day late and $1 short. I think I was born that way.
Born that
No.
way, late $1 short. No,
Pretty
you had
much.
to take. I was first.
Well,
So
it
I'm-
doesn't help that you all went
I'm-
river rafting the day before I was born.
Huh?
It doesn't help that you went river rafting the day before I was born.
I didn't go river rafting. Neither did your mother go river rafting the day you were born. No, she went.
Oh, it was like a week before I was born. Excuse me.
She went snow tubing the week you were born. Remember, we're up in Utah.
Well, do you have a lust for adventure now?
Nothing to brag about there.
110 plus 5'3", 7.08. Oh, I didn't put the 0.
Okay.
Oh, it's magic.
You need to stop doing side work. Fuck all them fuckers.
Yeah, I'm literally about 2 calculations away from telling them to go fuck off.
Actually, if you think about it, it doesn't pay that well anymore.
It doesn't. Not unless you're an FPE.
Yeah, fuck. And FPE's taught so much about a broad subject that I've forgotten more than they'll ever know about sprinklers.
This is true. This is true.
He's taught this broad range of fire protection, and sprinklers only encompass this much of it.
The best thing about it is I got an FPE trying to tell me right now an extra hazard group 1 sprinkler system is like this big sprinkler system that's going to put 2 feet of water in this warehouse. I'm like, nah, it's not an ESFR system, dude. He can't even tell me what K factor his heads are, what temperature his heads are, what size his pipe is, or anything. So.
Well, is it protecting storage?
No, he wants to bring in tequila bottling, and he thinks he can bring them in the plastic totes that the DOT transports them in.
Well, if it's greater than a percentage of alcohol, now you're an NFPA 30.
It is an NFPA 30. An NFPA 30. It's a 1C. It's a 1C liquid, and you can't.
It's exciting the hell out of the other 2 guys on the
Yeah,
phone.
I know. I think alcohol is quite an interesting subject.
I'm trying to follow along here.
And
hey, you want me to send you the Distilled Spirits of America guide, the council? That's what everybody sends them to. I have their guidelines if you want them.
Please? Do you mind?
Yeah, I'll email it to you. No, I ain't got no fucking problem with that. I Googled it and bootlegged the shit out of it, so.
Okay. And ironically, it's my building official's husband too that's trying to do all this.
No comment.
So I hope she's not watching YouTube and seeing
even if she is, I'm in my own personal time.
Yeah.
On my dad's YouTube channel. If she has a problem with it, we can go up to HR and I'll have my union rep meet me there.
Yeah, right. I don't think HR is going to do anything to you.
Have her give me a call. I'll tell her to go fuck herself with a smile on my face.
Yeah.
So
I was just trying to be funny.
I know, I got you, David. I got you. But it just sucks because this certain person just so happens to just she thinks she doesn't need fire's approval. She thinks she knows everything there is to know about fires.
No, if you're even the company I work for, and we don't handle anything hazardous. We have fire codes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and Pat, just say it. Nepotism.
About that. We did have a fire.
I thought I was escaping it when I left Grinnell.
Burnt the place down. It did not put the fire out. What it did is kept it from spreading until the fire department got there.
That's what sprinklers do.
They didn't put out the fire. The fire department had to put foam on it.
If you get anybody in the sprinkler industry, they'll tell you this little saying. They sat there and they said, 90% of the time the sprinklers will put out the fire, but 93 to 96% of the time they will contain the fire.
And then we won't even start talking about what a 13D or pretty much a 13D system will do.
Well, this is what happened. There happened to be somebody at work that day on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
The fire alarm went off. He looked on the security camera to see where the fire was. He called the fire. He saw where it was, and he called the fire department. When he had the fire department on the phone, he said, "You're going to need to bring foam because water will not put that fire out." And they took care of it.
Actually, the greatest thing I ever heard, probably in my whole career, I heard on a UDizzy video, and that's where he was recording a fire from the Worcester Mass Fire Department, and sat there over the radio. The battalion chief on scene sat there and said the sprinklers controlled the fire.
Yeah, in that case, yeah.
As a pro sprinkler guy and an ex sprinkler designer, that's the perfect thing you want to hear.
Yeah, it worked.
It worked. It controlled the fire.
And I just happen to look up every now and then at the ceiling and see the little sprinklers, and I go, Tom Noel had something to do with that, I'm sure.
And just know, David, it's worse when you're in the industry because that's the first thing I look at in every building I go to.
The minute you walk through the front, your head goes like this.
Your head goes up, and you're looking. Do they have them all in the right place?
I've
And then if
walked
I don't
out of
see any-
buildings because they don't have sprinklers.
I was gonna say, so have I.
Yeah. If there's no sprinkler system, I'm bailing.
I don't need to eat
And
there.
especially in a hotel. If first words out of my mouth when I book a hotel room, is this a sprinklered hotel? No, it isn't. Thank you. Have a good day.
They actually know what you're talking about when you.
Yeah,
Show
we
that
got sprinklers.
picture.
You get some flunky that makes $10 an hour.
You telling Dad, bro?
It's like,
Yeah.
what? What are you talking about? I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to ask
Dad,
But
for sure.
Hotel.
That little cartoon he's got.
Oh yeah, that little cartoon you got. 3311. Okay, I'm at 22.4 now.
I mean, this one. This is my favorite one. This came from a Hawaii newspaper.
You need to make yourself big. We can't see that.
Okay.
Put your little blue pill on it.
Just ask Alice. One pill makes you smaller, and one pill makes you 10
Never
feet.
mind the shower. Where's the sprinkler system? There you go.
And it's funny too, because every hotel in Las Vegas is probably had at least one accidental discharge from a damn bride to be. She doesn't want her wedding dress touching the ground. So what does she do? She hangs it on the sprinkler head that's right next to the ceiling and ends up setting the head off. And you know what? The best part about it is it ends up turning her wedding dress black.
Ah,
Because of all the sediment.
Yep, because that water is just sitting there stagnant, David.
Jimmy,
It's not moving.
you got water with cutting oil sitting inside steel pipe that hasn't seen the light of air since the system was charged or inspected, and it's inspected quarterly. So what do you think that water is in there?
It's rust.
Not rust, actually, but
It's trash.
ooh, okay.
I know
You
pipe,
wouldn't want it on your wedding dress.
I know pipe fitters who
Really?
after a week's work, they didn't buy new clothes or have their wife wash them. They threw their clothes out and just brought new.
Yeah.
Where's my video? I got a video of when I was draining down a system for a TI before, ironically, before Misha got there.
Misha Murkoff?
Yeah,
What
Misha
up, Mike?
Murkoff.
Hey, Mike, what's going on?
As soon as I find this video, Dad, you might have to make me big.
Okay.
I'm looking
That's
for
a
it.
little inappropriate, and I don't want to see it.
That's a
guess
good
lot
point.
has changed since I left Texas.
Hey,
This
Mike, there's a link if you want to join us.
We're down south now in Vegas.
Y'all are in Kentucky, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Where
know.
the sheep run scared
All you need is a banjo.
Good view of your head.
and a cliff.
What was that, Dad?
Adjust your camera. We're looking at your chin and chest.
Well, that's because you're on my phone.
Well, point it up a little.
There.
Oh, now we
Now we can see the fan.
Yeah, now you can tell my internet's good.
Oh man,
It doesn't stop.
Oh, yeah, we're not a fan.
That's one way to
Have
test
it all.
internet speed to see if the fan keeps going.
Hey, Pat,
yeah,
tell T-Dub the difference in the springs since you were able to physically pick them up and hold
dude,
them.
it was like 2.5 pounds, bro. It was a drastic change.
You know, if
And on
it
top-
wasn't a felony, I would throw a fucking Molotov cocktail through fucking Tucker's front door.
Just make sure you wear a rubber glove and it's not a felony.
Mhm.
It's only a felony if you get caught, right?
That's it. Well, here you go. This is kind of an example, but I mean, this is out of a fire hydrant. Make sure I'm on the right video. But you just kind of see the color of that water, right?
Oh yeah.
It's
That's-
a vomit.
That's a Boulder City fire hydrant.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And then here you go.
That's
The
close
building,
to the dam too.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, crap! Hit the wrong
You
button.
can tell that- You can tell that hydrant's been flushed once a year.
I just did it. I sent Boulder City a bill. I just flushed their hydrant for them because I did that before flow test.
I worked in a building one time. Had a bunch of stuff in it, but one of the things that was in the building was a post office, and they
Mhm.
decided that they needed a little more security in the
You can,
post
you
office.
can
So
take me out that.
they built another entrance into the post office and blocked something off. It was a really old building built in 1875.
Mhm.
And the thermostat for that floor was in that. They built basically the post office built a box around the thermostat. The heater ran away and burst some kind of pipes because it was hot water heat. The floor was almost black. It looked just like that when you went into work one morning on a Saturday and the whole floor was covered
Well,
with black shit.
what happened here after
Pipe
the
burst.
MGM fire, then we had the Las Vegas Hilton fire. And after the coup, then the state began to mandate on sprinkler systems in the hotels. So once you had a 5-year program, you had to retrofit your hotel. If you had 5 years to do it, and none of us ever figured out what would happen how would the state be able to go in and close down like MGM Grand if they didn't meet the retrofit bill after 5 years? So that's what we were all wondering, but everybody met it anyway. But the point was I'm trying to make is that all these women then came in and they saw that sidewall sprinkler. Sidewall sprinkler sits out from the wall like this.
Yeah.
Sidewall sprinkler, and it sits out like that from the wall. Okay. My hand's the wall, and it sits out like that. Well, they were coming and sitting there hanging their wedding dresses on top of them and breaking off the fusible link and discharging the head. Then they wanted to go back after the hotel after their
wedding was ruined.
Discharge and destroyed their wedding dress. Then the hotels came up with a hanger with a circle and a slash through it and put it right by the sprinkler head, and they still do it.
Well, I remember the day of my wedding when I went back to the hotel. I was so out of it anyway, and I'm sure she was too. Who would pay attention to some sign? They would be in
Exactly.
the bathroom and they'd be going, "Now, where can I hang this up? Oh, there. Oh, that's a good place."
Yep.
Teresa, what's going on?
Not so good.
Probably got about 10 minutes left of the show. I don't know. I haven't looked at the clock lately.
It is
PR to
7:22.
UG1,
You're going late
1.25.
tonight.
Huh?
You're running late tonight.
Oh, I am?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're 112 minutes into the show.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Recommended fire protection practices for distilled spirits beverage facilities.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see. Are they greater than 20% alcohol by volume, bro?
40%, 40 proof, or 80 proof, so it's 40%.
All right. Do you need distillery facilities? Do you need storage? What do you need?
He wants to store, but he's going to be bottling.
Isn't he making a bottling plant too? So now
No.
you-
Glass
you-
or
you-
plastic bottles?
Well, he's going to be filling in the glass bottles.
So
That's
he's going
bad.
to be shoving them up his ass and filling them.
After he drinks the vodka, yeah, or the tequila. And ironically, here you go. This is, I hope everybody's watching. It's the Diaz brothers that's doing this tequila bottling from UFC. Nate and Nick Diaz are starting this company up here in North Las Vegas.
Oh, fuck them. They're better off fucking fluffing
Going
each
back to
other.
California.
Oh, we were just talking about that.
I think that's why he was talking about it.
Yeah,
Bring people.
I think that's why he's here, because you could sit there and think he might be able to snow the city of North Las Vegas and get what he wants.
Check your email, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
All he wants for Jose to sit there and take this 5 gallons of bucket of tequila and bring it over to this machine and then pour it into this where it funnels in and fills up all these bottles.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well,
But
they
here's the
can't win a
problem.
UFC
It's flavorful
championship,
shit,
so they've
bro.
got to do something else.
Here's the problem, though, Dad. He wants to take his rigid plastic intermediate bulk containers, pretty much a big plastic tank with a steel frame around it, and he wants to use that to store inside of his building.
No.
However, in the fire code and NFPA 30, it both clearly states for any class 1 liquid, A, B, or C, it has to be a metal container. Plastic intermediate bulk containers are not allowed.
Exactly. That's why I was shaking my head. No.
I know.
Let's see, 40% alcohol by volume. The flash point of that liquid, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. So room fucking temperature.
Yeah, at room temperature, it's going to support combustion.
So it's
yeah, well, haven't you
let me
taken
ask this now. With TW,
and lit
the flash point of the alcohol is his warehouse cooled?
You mean HVAC, or does it have? It's got
Yeah.
swamp coolers.
Okay, so what's going to be the average temperature inside his warehouse?
That's a good question.
I'm eventually going to ventilation, Pat. That's where you have to go.
Roof vents are not allowed.
Because once you sit there and get to the flash point of the material, now you're going to have to start talking venting.
Well, he's
Roof
got
vents
ventilation.
are not allowed.
They said they can meet the 1 CFM per square foot because it's only like a 3,000 square foot warehouse. It's a little tiny warehouse.
Okay.
But their whole problem is that they're still trying to be like, well, it's a water miscible liquid. If any fire happens and it sets the sprinklers off, the sprinklers are just going to pretty much dilute the alcohol to where it's not even a flammable liquid anymore. Well, that's good.
Alcohol's lighter than water. It's going to sit on top of the water and still burn, you dumb motherfuckers.
So I'm like, yeah, either way, guys, I'm still not like comfortable with it. And so then Doug, the FPE was sitting there. He called me 4 times between 4:30 and 5 o'clock yesterday. 4 times.
This is the rules. Here, you should have it in your inbox. It shows it's been sent from mine.
Yeah, I want to get this calc done real quick. That's the only reason I haven't looked yet.
Oh, I don't care. I'm just letting you know.
Did I? Where?
Oh, you can hear her?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's flipping her shit because the door's closed and
She can't get in.
Yeah, my 16th month year old. My 1.2 month or 2 year old.
Yeah.
Can't get to me, so she's losing her shit.
That's amazing.
On a side note, Mike.
Oh
in
no,
the chat
she's lit.
asked-
I give her beer, so she's
You did?
lit. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember doing that. It's like,
You're gonna go to
fucking
sleep.
lit,
You're gonna go to sleep one way or the other.
and Chrissy's pissed that I gave her beer, so she's like, "Fuck you, go deal with daddy."
Oh man, I forgot. It's been so long since I've done ductile iron. Should I just do cement line ductile iron?
Class 52, page like 315 or
Unlined. I'm
320
gonna
something.
Class 52 unlined. I'm gonna say.
You can't do unlined anywhere in the U.S. You might as well do cement line.
All right, I can changing the pipe type is easy.
All right, here
Class
we go.
52 cement.
There we
line,
go.
ductile
Oh, there's a
iron.
package coming to Dad that's got shit in it for Pat and Dad. Oh,
Oh.
where'd Dad go? Is it beer?
Get a beer.
30?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna get a beer too.
All right.
Be on the
All
same.
right.
Yeah, can you sprinkler guys see the chat at all?
So how do you bourbon distillers get away with storing in wood barrels? Aha, here's the best part, Mike. The fire code explicitly says you can store it in wooden barrels. That's the craziest part about it. It's not a problem if it's in a wooden barrel because the wooden barrel, if it catches on fire, it's pretty much going to
It
disintegrate.
And then
it's
it
gonna-
swells back up when water discharges on it.
Yep. So ironically, they don't really care if you have wooden barrels.
You got princesses behind you.
You need a what?
He needs to get.
Sorry about that.
He needs a fluff.
We had somebody at the front
Oh, I'm
door.
going to hell.
I'm almost done.
Actually, T-Dub, I will, because they were Jehovah's Witnesses, and I asked them if they're educated people, and they go, yeah. And I said, can you read? And they go, yeah. And I said, what part of no soliciting don't you understand? Oh, we're not here to sell you anything. Yes, you are. You're here to sell me Jesus Christ the way you believe in him.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Good day. Have a nice day. Read the signs.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Oh, Edit City. Okay, I forgot.
Okay. All right. What did you guys do to David? He leave?
No, I think he
No,
went to
he
go
had
get
to
a
go
beer
refill.
too. Yeah. His low alcohol light
Boo,
came
I
on.
need a refill.
I didn't go get a refill. I had to answer the front door before they woke up your mother.
Who was it? More people from the health people?
No,
No. Jehovah's.
Oh, even
Don't
worse.
celebrate your
You're not
birthday, but
listening.
celebrate God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toll
Okay.
Brothers, Cordillera.
Yeah, I keep getting notifications. People are posting YouTube videos like crazy right now.
So is everybody voted that's on this thing right now?
Yeah,
Did you vote for Biden in
No.
socialism?
No, I voted for America, not China.
Yeah. Don't you see my
I
flag?
voted for me.
Hold on. Apparently, I'm not flying my flag properly today.
No, you're flying it right.
That's
You're
awesome.
good. All
No.
right. No, that's even better.
But yeah.
Dad, you're going to lose about 1,000 viewers just because we all said Biden blows goat
Hell
pens.
no. Hell no. I'm blowing up because people
Hold on.
understand
You know
my
what?
fucking
I
position.
don't care.
I want to explain something. Yeah. For the last 2 years, I've been at 900 subscribers. You think that in 2 years' time I'd be able to make it to 1,000 subscribers? No. Fuck them. I don't care.
That's right, Tom.
Mhm.
You said it.
He's been shadow banned by Facebook now and fucking Google.
You get a standing ovation.
That's all right, though.
Oh, I forgot to put my hose allowance.
If I get subscribers, good. If I don't, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I'm not going to be like every other crybaby that's on YouTube. Say, I need subscribers. Forget it.
Well, see, your financial future doesn't depend upon kissing the ass of the people that watches your videos. There's the difference.
I got to admit, I did read one thing I was kind of happy about, that fucking Lil Wayne and Ice Cube are actually meeting with Trump. I thought that was cool. I just wanted to point that out.
Lil Wayne voted for Trump. Ice Cube met with Trump only because he was the only person willing to hear his let's make
platinum
the world
project.
equal again.
His platinum project that he's working on. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
But you know what? At least they're not taking the full-on Democratic role and saying, fuck Trump, I'm not going to work with him because what the fuck is he going to do? At least they're trying to work within their party, or at least within the people that are in office.
Well, you know, Ice-T blew off Kamala Harris.
Really?
On her Zoom meeting. Yeah, because she was like, wait till after the election. He's like, no, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I
consider
agree.
she sucked her dick to the way to her job.
Just like Kim Kardashian got famous, she took it in the butt from Ray J.
Pretty much. I mean, that's how Kamala Harris got her job, is she fucking slept her way to the top. It's the worst kept secret in California.
It is.
All right,
I was gonna say,
any of this, no politics, and T-Dub comes on and we got politics.
It's all good, dude. It's all good.
I fuck it all up.
well, hey, I can kind of change the subject, bro. We didn't get the house.
Aw.
You did?
We did not.
Did they give it to some commie bastard moving in?
They're gonna.
Yeah, because
All right. Hold my phone.
the money's there these
I'll-
days, so they're gonna take it.
Even after I explained the whole situation and was like, "Yo, this is what's up," explained the whole.
You got to tell the whole story. Don't
And
tell
the-
parts of it. Tell the whole story.
What whole story?
Where the house is.
Oh yeah. Oh, across the street from my dad, and they've actually been.
Was that the house that people were moving out?
Yeah, I applied to go move into it, and they're like, "Nah, your combined credit score is just a little too low." I was like, "Oh, great, thanks. Fuck you guys."
And then I told him, I sat there and I said, and we know Sonia. And I said,
Hi. Hi. Make him big, Dad. Make him big. She's gonna say hi. She'll go hi, hi, hi.
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 Oh, she said hi. She said hi. Drunk baby going bye-bye.
Okay. Saw one
Yeah,
granddaughter.
she's lit.
Who?
The baby.
Lena.
Oh.
Tia was working underneath a van and left his Heineken out again. Oh, I'm sorry. A different story. Different. I'm sorry. That was me. That wasn't her.
No, I flat out gave it to her. Oh, you want a drink?
You
Okay,
telling
here
that
you
you were
go.
moving across the street from your dad, huh?
Oh, finish telling your story, Pat.
Oh no, this one was my Uncle Mike. I don't even think I was a year yet. My Uncle Mike was babysitting me, and he was working on his truck in my dad's backyard.
No,
And-
you were a year because you were walking. You were like 24 months or something.
Okay.
You
So I was 2 years. All right. Well, either way, he kept.
you had to work the sliding door too.
So was the office? I don't think the office was built yet.
No,
No.
the sliding door was right at the end of the TV.
Oh, that's right. The sliding door was, yeah. And then, okay, yeah. So, but anyway, he was working on his truck. And so then every time you come in to grab a beer, go back out to work on the truck, he'd like take a drink, set it down, go underneath the truck, start working, come back out, take another drink and be like, look at the beer. No, I have more beer left than that. I didn't drink it that fast. And so finally, after about the fourth beer, he finally caught on when he saw me passed out on the couch. I would sneak out there and drink some of the beer, put it down. He didn't see me, and I'd go back in, play like nothing was going
I
on.
think you told that story before, though.
Probably.
I remember spending time with. I love my great aunts, like being at my grandmother's house, but she was an alcoholic, and they would all sit around in her den and drink. And the night before, they'd all be sleeping, and I'd walk around. They would leave half of a beer, hot beer. I was a kid. I didn't know the difference. I'd drink all that beer. It's like, oh, this is good.
Man, I had it made. When my father threw a party, all his buddies would give me their empty beer to go get him another one, right? Yeah, every fucking one of them's got a solid 2 or 3 chugs in it, yeah, all right, boom. No man knew what was going on. I get shitty.
I'll get another one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I did that to T-Dub at his Uncle Donnie's wedding. I told him, yeah, go ahead, drink. I don't care.
I mean, the day Uncle Eddie punched me in the chest?
I didn't know if that happened that day either.
Yeah. I owe Uncle Eddie a black eye and maybe a broken nose. I haven't decided yet how far I'm going to take it, but yeah.
But
How long's it been?
very long time.
Very long time. But the moral of the story is his oldest daughter cried wolf because me and her other cousin wouldn't let her play in the game that we were playing. And so she went crying to her dad saying I smacked her in the face and wouldn't let her play. So he came up and punched me in the chest.
See, and I didn't know that because if I would have known that, I would have cleaned that son of a bitch's clock right there.
And I think that's why you didn't know about it, Dad.
Because Uncle Eddie would have been toothless by the time I got done with him.
You would have looked like his wife.
Don't worry. The day is not over as far as that situation is concerned.
Hey, Dad.
These two boys have really fond love. Well, actually, all of us have really fond love for their uncles or my wife's brothers.
The good thing about it is, Dad, unfortunately,
Fuck anybody with that last name.
There's still one grandparent left alive that is going to have a funeral one day, and yeah, I'm going regardless. Yes, you can.
Who walked in?
Robin.
Robin.
She's got done walking the dogs.
Oh.
And at that funeral, it's probably going to be some fireworks because I'm not holding anything back.
Okay.
If they want to start shit. What?
That's when you ask to get up and stand up in front of everybody,
Oh, did anybody got any kind words to say? Oh, I got some shit to say. Yes, let me get it off my chest.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah.
Tell them all.
So where's Dexter? Where's my buddy?
He's down there eating.
Oh.
So how's everybody's weather? We finally warmed up to 60 degrees after 3 weeks of torture.
Well, get out of NASCAR down there. I was sitting there going, "Oh, NASCAR last Sunday. Okay, wait. what's this misting stuff? It was misting so much it looked like fog. And so we're not racing. Okay, Monday. Oh, it's raining.
Where was that, Tom? Because I don't follow them.
Texas, T-Dubs area.
We had that here too. We had fog like
Oh,
Hold it, Jimmy. Let me make you big.
25 degrees? What the fuck is that shit?
Seriously.
Jimmy?
Is the sun down where you're at?
Yeah, they're having it's cold there.
Yes, it's I'm
Jimmy,
in New
Hampshire, Pat.
Huh?
Jimmy,
New Hampshire.
in New
Oh, okay.
Hampshire.
Oh, so yeah, the sun's
Captain
down.
Dirk said it was 30 degrees where he was.
PR.
Yeah, you can have
91.
that shit. I just left Exton, Philadelphia, and that was cold enough. Fuck all that.
Woo.
Ooh, Jimmy.
All right, we've gone.
UG2. You okay?
Yeah, we
Keep
gotta go.
going. No, fuck all that. Keep it
Yeah, we're
going.
going. What's the whole
You
beer?
want to keep going?
Where you
Keep
going?
going.
What the fuck you got to do?
Did you finish?
Exactly.
You know,
I gotta get another beer. I'm out at the
So
there you go.
They
Go
just
get
got
another
another-
beer.
Fucking beer.
You got yours when I got mine. It's only down to here.
See?
no, he was answering the door. He said, Jimmy, he wasn't getting alcohol.
Go get another beer, old man.
Right. Go get
At least I'll
another
be there in June we'll do a live show in June when I'm there.
Definitely. Or as the kids would say, bet.
You know,
What?
my boss is probably watching this like, yeah, Tom, good job.
I ain't got enough room. What?
I keep putting this toy in there because he keeps leaving it around and I don't want to trip on it and he keeps taking it.
Oh, of course. He wants it to be out and about. Because he's cold, John.
Is that Robin?
Yeah.
Who's the afro behind you?
Oh, the guy looks like he's got pubes all over his head. That's John.
Oh, that's Princess. Tell Princess I said hello.
John, my brother, says hello.
Hello, John.
Everybody says hi, John.
No,
You
you
don't
need to
care.
say it right. Princess, we say hello, Princess.
All right. Princess, everybody says hello. He's like, what? Didn't say
Exactly.
nothing.
A sphincter
Oh.
sublet.
Huh? What are you doing? All right. Well, I got the calc done. I guess it's good. 3-story building with a roof deck, and I got a 25-pound cushion.
Good enough. Send it.
3-story building of alcohol.
No, this
Tequila.
is a different one. This one I'm working on. This one's personal. This one's on my side work. So these are all houses, but that one I was talking about was what I worked for at North Las Vegas. What? What? They're peeing over there? Fucking peeing on the water jugs?
Hey, Pat.
All right. You got a dog peeing on the water jugs. Hold on. I got to take care of it.
Yeah, that's the situation.
There you go. Get some dogs. I think the bullets you're about to shoot those 2 dogs with outweigh the dogs, though.
Well,
No.
Dave Batista would call you a pussy because you have an AR.
Well, I'd like to have him call me that to my face.
Why Holding said AR.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, Pat.
If I want Dave Batista looking at me, calling me anything, I want to hold a gun.
Well, he's only saying that to scare you into voting for fucking Biden, the child molester.
Yeah.
Well, so's The Rock. So are all wrestlers then stupid?
Well, you
No
Dad,
comment.
to wrestle, you don't have to have a brain to wrestle.
No.
Jimmy's just soaking this all in.
Yeah, you know,
Just taking it in. Jimmy's taking
I'm
it.
you know, it's early for me, man. I'm kind of chill.
He just woke up. He just had breakfast.
How long was your show yesterday, Jimmy? I was on it. How long was it? What, 12 hours?
They show? I don't even remember. I'll go look.
I could only last an hour.
It was a good one.
Yeah, I was on it for a while last night, too.
Yeah, you were.
there when I left. It's like I don't know. I don't know if I can stay up much
It was
longer.
David.
I'll tell you, every time I wanted to shut it down, there'd be more people coming in saying hello.
Well, you know what I missed was the people goofing off at work. I wanted to get up and check in The people over in the UK, that is so funny. That was hilarious. You know, Ian was at work. He came on. He was at the office.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna try something, but I'm not gonna guarantee anything. But I got to show you guys this. But across the street, Greg's old house, T-Dub, is the house was sold, and there was 20,000 people. That's what kept me so long getting another drink. There's got to be 40 people going around that house doing stuff right now. I opened the garage door and looked. They're double parked in the street. I don't think if I had a full-size pickup truck, I'd get down the street because they're double parked in it. And they got a pile of gravel laying in the street by the sidewalk. And it's just totally amazing. So I was trying to think if I took my 20-foot cord and hooked it up to the camera, and I wouldn't be able to see anything or hear anything, and took it out there and showed you guys this, that you'd sit there and be able to appreciate something.
Oh, you're better than me, because I'd be taking my pocket knife slashing the sidewalls and being like, good luck with that fucker. I'm calling the cops because you're double parked.
His little Ford.
It's one of these investors that come in and fix up.
No, it's a family that's got the house now.
Yeah.
So I'd rather see that than renters. Unfortunately.
Yeah, but if it's your son, I mean,
Dad was moving across the street, we'd be partying. We go back.
I did that one time. I lived next
door. Back to the old days, we closed the cul-de-sac down and start partying because we're on the end of a cul-de-sac.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sorry he didn't get it. I'm disappointed for him.
It's all good. It's not the end of the world. Oh, I did not want to delete that.
Well, when she's replacing everything in the house, she'll realize her mistake.
Yeah, that's my point. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So next time when you're like, shit, I got to re-drywall the house. I got to recarpet the house. I just did that. Well, maybe you should have thought about that.
So she didn't go through it and look today. It sounds like she just flew in.
We voted last Thursday. Yeah, Nancy and I voted early last Thursday. Well, I'll tell you what, and I said it to Pat, and I'll say it to this, and I'll say it online and everything else. She better not come knocking on my door because she sat there and said she was going to work with my son. Now, what she did was not work with my son. So you come knocking on this door, you're going to get a cold shoulder because by God, and God is standing tall in the heaven. I will not work with you, not one bit. So take your shit and pound it down the street.
It's okay. Karma's going to give us all the payback that we need.
Yeah.
Because when she's like we're talking, replacing carpet, repainting those walls that she just paid all this money to have done and had the house remodeled, then she'll understand the error of her ways.
I don't know. Let's say you offered. Now hold on. This is the thing. You offered the rent, everything else, the whole 9 yards, plus the fact that you had me across the street, plus the fact that you could sit there and fix just about anything that breaks in that house because you grew up in one right across the street. It's the same model. Also, the simple fact is that you'd sit there and help and work with her.
Exactly.
What landlord wouldn't want a tenant like that?
Because this other tenant, I don't know. As long as you pay your rent, I mean, that's all landlords care about. You pay
pretty
your rent,
much.
nothing else to worry about.
That's it.
And you have good references. So
just don't know.
Right out. It must be their friends or something. You know?
Yeah, but I got to admit, at least the good thing was we didn't have to pay the application fee. We were gonna.
I guess because they turned you down, they waived that. Because I'm kind of in the middle of that. I've come around after a week of negotiating, doing research and stuff, and going out and looking at places. I'm gonna end up renting the place upstairs.
Yeah,
but I'll have to apply for it.
Well, she didn't waive it. She was just gonna, if we got approved. In a way, she did waive it, but if we got approved for the house, then she was just gonna lump it into.
Yeah, they refund it. When I moved in here, they charged $40, and it was mainly to run a background check.
That's all it was too, but
it's a background check because that cost them about $40. Now it's $45, but that was, I rented this place 6 years ago. But you might know that it got sold, and I'm dealing with the new owners. But
Yeah.
I'm shopping
Long,
around
long,
first.
it was hold it. Wait, 88 Katana said it was a long line, cold out, but got to do it. Okay.
Voted today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cold out.
We can't vote.
88.
We don't have early voting up here yet.
How cold is it in Rockford? 88.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
He's in Rockford. I want to know how cold it is in Rockford, Illinois. Because we know Jimmy C is 25. We know here in Vegas, it was at one time 81 degrees, but now the sun's probably going down. Yeah.
And it's nice out
stand
now.
corrected.
63 here in Grapevine.
And it's 53 in Grapevine. So
54 in North Carolina.
54 in North Carolina. So there you go.
Because it's
Wow, look at this accurate weather forecasting that's going on here.
Hey, Pat, to
Yo.
shut up your boss's husband,
Yeah.
if he's trying to cite NFPA 30 for his work, he doesn't know what he's doing because distilled spirits are outside the scope of NFPA 30.
Okay.
He didn't read the first 3 chapters.
No, and that's where he's he doesn't even have a copy of NFPA 30. That's his fucking fault because he's relying on me navigating NFPA 30 to give him answers. And I told him that in the first
So
meeting.
Stop doing his job for him. Stop.
And that's
it
what
right
I
there.
told
Be
him.
like, it's not my job to do your job.
And that's what I told him. And Val didn't like that. She goes, so you're not going to accommodate your customer? And I said, no, Val, I'll accommodate all of my customers. But I go, when I'm getting 35 emails and over 20 phone calls in 1 week, I'm not gonna help that one customer because that one customer is telling me they're not willing to do the work themselves and do the research themselves to find their answer.
Go to the city manager and say, you know what, this is a conflict of interest that he's doing this job and expecting me to do it for him.
It's cool. We're going to talk to the building director Monday. Lucas made that command decision. He goes, all right, yeah, we're going above Val's head on this one now. He goes, I'm not even entertaining that. We're going straight to our building director.
Yeah.
He's going to get himself blackballed from doing any work in the valley.
So he is.
Well, if you talk to him privately, say that your older brother's forgotten more about fire protection than he'll ever learn.
No, he's got an attitude, T-Dub. I've dealt with him before.
Bring it. I'll fucking destroy him.
No, at one time he was the god for Clark County Fire Department.
Just because he fluffed Fulton doesn't mean shit to me.
No,
Fuck that motherfucker.
This is before Fulton's time.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so he was blowing Joe Noble. Again, doesn't mean a fucking thing to me.
I know.
I don't have a college degree and I'll fucking embarrass him.
Jimmy, I got my own background. I had to open up my blinds so you can see the beautiful landscape of my backyard.
Oh, yeah.
Natural background. You got to make yourself big so we can enjoy the view.
That's
You ought to set
inappropriate. I don't
yourself
want
up
to see
over
him
there.
make. No, I don't want to see you make yourself big. That's inappropriate.
Yeah, this is a family platform, Dad. This is a Christian platform.
Sunset in Vegas.
There, okay, I'm done. All right.
How's that camera working for you, by the way, Dad?
This one in the bag still?
Never mind. Forget I asked.
I gotta hook it up.
I haven't hit this thing yet
He's trying to figure out what to do that.
because it's got to be right here by the router. At least
No,
this
upstairs. Plug it into the thing upstairs. Plug it into the wireless jack upstairs.
That's what I told him.
Then we got to plug this in downstairs because Pat's unplugged it.
Plug that into the wall outlet right behind your desk.
No, that's plugged into the wall. You just got to plug it into the router. It's already plugged into the wall. I just unplugged it from the router. It's even easier. You just got to plug it into the router, go upstairs and plug it in, and it's done.
Okay. So
He's
you're
going to
saying
ask you to go do it for him.
Wait, shut up. You're saying put this upstairs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All you have to do is plug it into that wall outlet you have upstairs.
I know. And I got a cord right there too. I got an outlet right here. Okay. All right.
If that's not installed by noon tomorrow, I'm gonna yell at you.
Be prepared to get yelled at.
Bring it.
All right.
Now be glad you're not across the street because you'd get a phone call.
I'm gonna start crossing
Well,
wires under his hood.
No, the minute I sat there and did that, if it was Pat, he'd be walking across the street.
He'd be knocking on the door. I'm here. Do you have it in?
Yeah. So
He'd throw a beer bottle from across the street at your door.
Hey, my dad did that. He threw a beer bottle over my yard, a can, not a bottle. But
Now, see, the problem though is that Dad hasn't figured out yet is he's got cats and all these other animals peeing all over his front door. If 2 Chihuahuas move across the street, they're going to be peeing all over his front door too. So I mean,
well, but there won't be any cats.
No, there won't be any cats maybe anymore, but definitely a Chihuahua.
there might not be any Chihuahuas either.
There won't be any cats because I would FedEx my pellet rifle to Pat.
Well, what do you mean? I still got my old pellet rifle, and you guys were.
Mine's more accurate. Well, you got your old pellet rifle from your childhood.
Yeah. That will put a pellet in almost all the way through a 3/4 inch piece of plywood.
See, Pat and I are going to fight over that one.
Well, you both have fired that one. Actually,
yeah.
Who fired it in the basement of Dad's house?
We both did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we both did, Dad.
In the house.
You mean just the basement?
In the basement.
It's only a pellet gun.
That's not the first time
They're meant for indoor use.
Yeah, that's where you shoot them. That's where you teach kids how to use them.
Grandpa let me shoot it in the backyard.
In the basement of that house, I know that for a fact there's been a 22 and a 38 fired.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've shot shotguns in my father's basement.
Nice.
I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, probably shooting a gun, the best story was told was by my dad talking about Jerry at Doc Ryan's house. Jerry with his shotgun going after a squirrel, or was it a raccoon? I can't remember. Remember that?
Sounds like Jerry.
I was shooting squirrels.
No, my dad's best friend up until Rocky died was Doc Ryan, Dr. Ryan, and Dr. Donald Ryan. And we at the time, we were the only family getting house calls. I mean, he was such a good friend with my dad. He'd come, 69, 70, 72. They were getting, yeah. Doc Ryan was still doing house calls. So Doc Ryan called, he was collecting cars. So on his property, he would build another garage and put 2 collector cars in there under cover, yeah. And then close the garage and everything. So he's living up in the boonies out in Libertyville, Illinois. And so he calls my dad up and he says, there's a raccoon in the garage. I want to get it out of there. And my dad sat there and he said, okay. So he looks at my brother Jerry at the time. He says, come on, we're going up to Rocky's house. Doc Ryan's nickname was Rocky. We're going up to Rocky's house.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, okay, fine. So what are we doing? He's got a raccoon in the garage. And so my dad grabs his shotgun, sits there, puts it in the trunk of the car. Jerry grabs the box of shells and they head up to Rocky's house. They give Jerry the shotgun, which was a mistake.
Yep.
Because all of a sudden they heard blasting going on and they're seeing sides.
And laughing and giggling.
And giggling going on, and they're seeing this blasting of these holes going out of the between the rafters and the wall of the stud as it goes up, as it comes down through the fascia there. They're seeing holes coming through with shotgun shells, and Jerry's sitting there going after this raccoon like there's no tomorrow. So, needless to say, what a Winchester pump holds 7 rounds. Well, Jerry, 5 rounds. Jerry came out after the end of it and sat there and said, I got the raccoon, but he used all 5 rounds to get it. And Rocky had holes in the side of his fascia around his garage to sit there and replace.
Mm-hmm. That's a little special.
Yeah, mm-hmm. That was a story, and it is told better when my dad told it, though.
Hey, at least I was using number 7.5s to kill squirrels in a 20 by 40 fucking basement. That was actually cut in half, but it wasn't finished or anything. So, there was workshop in there and there was stuff that I had to, avoid hitting.
This wasn't a real finished basement per se. It had studs on the wall.
Yeah.
Had the electrical done, never had any insulation or.
No, this was just poured concrete, man.
Yeah. But, There were several rounds fired down there, and then when I found the pellet rifle, I thought I lost it. And I sat there and I said, "You guys want this?" And gave it to T-Dub and Pat. And I said, "Try it." And he goes, "Why?" And I said, you pump it up 10 times, it'll put a 1/4 inch, it'll put a pellet through a 3/4 inch piece.
What's it, an old Crossman?
Hold on. I don't know.
Oh crap, I can't remember the name of it, but I don't think it's a Crossman. I want to say it was a Daisy, but I could be mistaken.
No, I don't think it's either.
Is it a Sheridan? Was it a Sheridan?
Sheridan, I think that's what it is.
I think it was a Sheridan. Yeah, Sheridan Silver Streak, .20 caliber, multi-pump rifle, air rifle. Yep, that was a Sheridan. It was a Sheridan.
I know it was a Sheridan.
No, it was. They're calling it a Blue Streak or Silver Streak because now they. Well, here, since he's away from the fucking computer. That kind of looks like it, right?
That's it.
Except this one is a shorter barrel. The other one Dad has I think is a longer barrel.
Not much longer, but slightly longer.
Yeah, because it looks more like this one here. I wish you guys could hear that.
Man, that was a bear to dig out.
We already found it. It's a Sheridan. Yeah.
Sheridan?
Yeah.
He needs a magnifying glass.
He's getting about. He could see just about. He's getting.
I keep one right here where I can, always reach it.
Dexter's growling at Moko. I so wish you guys could hear it.
Oh, give me happy ending, bitch.
Huh?
Do it. Growl at him, buddy. Come on, growl at him.
You rubbed me right the other night.
What the fuck?
Yeah, your cat problem would be solved, Tom.
Oh yeah, those little guys would tear a cat up.
There'd be no cats.
The carpet sharks. You got a toothless wonder there. How's he going to do anything?
Moko can do it. If that's funny is Moko doesn't realize that he could fuck Dexter up. But he's scared of Dexter. Dexter's got him scared. He's scared him in the first month. And he ain't got no teeth. He just and then it's awesome. Here, let me show you this. We got 2 separate food bowls. You see that? The empty one? And then the 2 gray containers are food and water. So we keep the purple one full of food. That one's full of food, water, food. They all have to eat out of the same food dish. They can't fucking share. Dexter does not know how to share. So it's just.
At least he's not trying to fuck him.
Oh, he did that already. That was like the first 2 weeks. Then Dexter's like, man, this is too tiring. I can't do it. I'm not getting nothing out of it.
What do you mean? I still remember when we had him over here last year for Christmas, and you sat there and had Angel here, and that's all he wanted. Angel wanted no part of him.
No.
And all Dexter wanted to do was go around and mount him.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Mm-hmm.
And the look on, then actually the funniest thing about the whole thing was the look on Angel's face going,
what the fuck?
Going, why am I going through this?
Yeah. How's Angel and Violet doing, bro?
You want them, you can have them.
I know Angel would be okay. He'd be, dude, let's go. But the girls wouldn't buy off on that.
I don't give a shit what they say. You want them, you can have them. Both.
Oh, you're in a rare mood. Oh, Pat muted his mic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did. Because we're talking about what positions we're going to be doing it in tonight. I don't want you guys to hear.
Yeah, that's a mental picture I don't fucking need.
No, I don't want. Thank you.
I'm joking anyway.
I don't know. He started this shit.
I got the email, bro. Thank you.
He started this stuff up with your mother this morning, right off the bat. We hit Robin sitting on the couch, and he's playing 50 questions with Robin on what they did last night.
She blew me, Mom, and she swallowed. Exactly. Silence. That's how you end the fucking conversation.
So I'm looking at a house now. Sorry, we just talked to a realtor. So that's
Where's
the house. I'm trying to find that out. That's all I'm looking at. It's where the fuck's the location? Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, it's Smoke Ranch in Tenaya.
Ooh, that's
I'll
rough.
take it. No, it's actually not too bad over there, believe it or not.
There's a street in there called Michael Way, and we looked at a house in there when we were back in the 80s.
Michael's east of the 95. This is west of the 95.
Okay.
I'm right behind. That house is right behind Mountain View, and for the price they're asking, I'll fucking take it. $1,450. I'll fucking take it all day long.
Go look at it first.
I don't give a fuck. I'll take it.
Sun
We
goes
have
down,
right here. We have
sun
one
goes
road.
down, roaches come out.
We have a road that goes through town. It's University Parkway. It goes out past Wake Forest. East of University Parkway is where you don't want to live. West, you're all right. It's really weird. This town has a complete divide. Like right
Sounds
now.
like that sounds like Martin Luther King Drive or Martin Luther King.
Well, we
Boulevard.
have a Martin Luther King Drive, but it isn't on east what we call East Winston. It's the it's the hood, and that's where Martin Luther King Parkway or Freeway or whatever it is. You don't want to go over there.
One of those. You can go here. The funny thing about it is when we went to Hawaii the last time with T-Dub, Pat, and everybody, and we were sitting there getting ready to go down, and I wanted to go down to Barbers Point Naval Air Station, and that's where I was TDY back in the 70s there. And they said, oh, Barbers Point's no more. And I go, no, the Navy sat there. When the United States was closing bases, that was one of the bases that was on the closure list. And I said, oh, okay. And the guy looked at me and he says, oh, by the way, that's the other, you don't want to go down to that side of the island. I said, okay, fine, thank you. That's all.
Hey, it's got a security gate. I'll take it. All I need is a 12 gauge, and I'm happy.
I think this came up on Jimmy's. When I was shopping, I saw this community that was especially made for people that were over 55. I'll be 55 in a month. And I thought, well, I'll apply. That looks like a good place for me to live. And then I start reading it's over on 12th Street. Well, I know you don't know my town, but it's like, I just found out 2 weeks ago there was a 12th Street, and it's not somewhere where I would want to live. If you live in the community, you would be safe because you have.
That's dope.
It's a trend.
Yeah.
But they're building these places in bad parts of the town. If you need to go shopping or anything, when you leave your community, you're in the hood.
No, thank you.
No, looks good. I might look at that again.
Yeah.
But I'm going to see how that goes.
The thing I like about where this house is at, it's on a cul-de-sac too, so that's why I'm a little happier about it.
I feel better about that.
Front.
Huh?
Front or deep?
What was that, Dad?
Are you in the front of the cul-de-sac or deep into the cul-de-sac?
I don't know. That's what she said. No, I'm sorry. It's not a cul-de-sac. I'm right by the entrance. I'm like the first house on the entrance.
Ooh, that sucks.
It's all right. Either way.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's still limited traffic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even though we're right off of Smoke Ranch, it's all right. I'm cool with that. Janice sold her house before she fucking retired.
She did?
Yeah, her house was gone before she even retired.
Where was her house? She was
and in 95.
Oh, okay. Thought she was up in Summerlin.
No, she's Ann in 95.
Okay.
67 to 84.
There was a house that your mother and I looked at. It was 1 acre of land. God, I can't remember where this was. It was 1 acre of land. There were 4 buildings on it. The main building was the house, which was 1,200 square feet. 3 other buildings were shop and garage areas. And the guy even dug in the desert and made his own pull-up, walk-down oil drain pit without jacking up your car. You just pulled it up. And he
Kind of
would
like all the new.
That's
Like all the new
nice that when you have sand, you can dig it out.
I was all over that thing, and the whole night. And the minute Nancy walked in that
a
house,
couple minutes, John. I'll be done.
she just turned around and bumped me in the chest and said, "We're out of here."
Oh,
Yeah, that's the only downside.
But I was liking
you would
the.
have loved it.
Yep.
Backyard's huge.
No grass though.
No grass.
Nah,
You
I'll
wouldn't have
send
to
you
cut the grass.
I haven't cut the lawn since we got rid of our old other house. And at that time, I wasn't cutting it either. I was TW.
You're right. I was.
Yeah.
I don't think I could go back to that, really. I had a house where I had to cut the grass, and it really grew tall. You know, I'm in the South, and it's like the weeds will kill you. I mean, well, it had all kinds of crazy weeds come up. It's harder to, almost as hard to take care, keep the weeds under control as it is to keep the grass. The grass was the fun part. But the perimeter of it, and there was a chain link fence. The neighbors had a chain link fence behind us, and that stuff would try to grow up in that. And you got to go along the edge of it and cut that stuff out. No way. I don't know if I want to go back to that.
No,
No,
I
okay.
could pay somebody to do my lawn.
Well, chain link fence and Patrick have a great commonality.
We had a fig tree or a fig bush that would come up there every year. I didn't cut that down.
No, we had an apricot tree in the backyard of the Bannock house and a chain link fence that Pat climbed when he was like 2 to
No,
go play
less than.
puppies.
Yeah.
Why I don't have any kids of my own.
In the backyard. T-Dub, let me ask you this, and I don't care. Did anybody ever jump off the roof into the shed roof into the pool?
No comment.
Uh-huh. That'd be a yes.
Okay.
We used to jump off the father.
I
the house
resemble that
roof.
remark.
I resembled. Okay. All right. I knew somebody did it, or I knew it was being done. I just couldn't put my finger on it.
I learned how to backflip that way.
Off the roof of the shed into the pool?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. How did you get up on the roof of the shed?
No
The brick
comment.
wall.
The brick wall over and okay, I got it.
There was
All right.
2 ways. There was a brick wall up and
Or
over
a chain link
the
fence.
eave, where where structurally sound. You go up and over the eave,
Mhm.
or you just got one of the ladders out of the shed and climbed up right there and put the ladder away before Dad came out and cut you.
You know what gave you away?
What's that?
Footprints on the roof.
Well,
Yeah, wet footprints.
Footprints on the roof. Yeah, that would give you.
Well, you got to remember, this is dusty, so dust will accumulate and everything. And even though it's pitched roof, it'll accumulate. I come home one day from work, and because there was a refrigerator in the garage, and I'm going to get a beer, and I sit there and I look up at the roof of the shed, and there are footprints going down the pitch of the. What the? And the pool's right there, and I'm going. And so I sat there and I said, "Nah, I ain't going to say nothing." Because I did stupid shit like that when I was a kid. When endangers their life, then I'll interject. But this ain't endangering their life. They're just showing me how stupid like I was. So I didn't say anything. But over the years,
like father, like son.
Like son, yeah. Uh-huh.
over the years, I kept asking. Actually, next door to my Grandma McCoy's house in Northbrook on Elm Street was a single-story ranch house, okay? And in the backyard was an Olympic-sized swimming pool. And from the eave of the house to the edge of the pool was like maybe 6 feet. So if you started at the pitch of the roof and you started running down, and these are shingle roofs now, and you started running down, you could sit there and jump off and into the deep end of the pool. Ask me how I know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you did it.
My
I got
father
kicked.
had a 4-foot oval, above ground pool that ran widthwise along the back of the house. So, it was only 10 feet across, something like that, So you had to jump from the house over the deck and into the pool. But if you dove in, you'd have to freaking just like hit the bottom and then come right back up. Or you're hitting the wall or smashing the bottom. We were good at it. But the thing about it was you couldn't hesitate because you needed kind of like a running stop, you needed forward motion to get that far into the pool,
Yeah.
And one time we're up there with these new kids in the neighborhood and we're like, yeah, dude, the one thing you got to remember is when we jump, when we go, we're all going. You can't hesitate or you're going to fall and get hurt. And sure enough, man, we all go and we all jump except for the two new kids, man. They both fell, fucking crashed, broke the deck. It's like, man, Father wasn't too happy with us that day.
Ruined it for the rest of you.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
Yeah. It was still fun because we were laughing. I told you not to do that,
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was the one thing? We're up in this house. It was right after a couple of years after we moved in. And Pat's out there with Jack down the street, and they're giggling like two girls in the high school locker room. They just saw boys ying. And they're giggling out there, and I go, what the fuck out there? Well, Pat watched, what was it, Tool Time on Channel 13 with Tim Taylor?
Yeah.
And they had my belt sander out there with the trigger with a wire.
Shoestring tied around the trigger.
Yeah.
And sitting there, and they were launching that thing down the driveway.
It could have been worse. I could have pulled out your 100-foot extension cord and seen how far down the street it would make it.
Power tool racing, man. It's a fun game. Surprised it never took off as a real sport.
That sounds like a great sport.
It is. It's a fun sport. It is.
Hey, Pat, I got your email.
Yeah.
As long as John gets the room that's painted salmon, I'm good.
Of course. That's John's room all day long, dude.
All right.
He gets the pink room.
Cool.
Oh, they're picking on John.
Hell yeah,
No.
it'll be a lollipop room. That's what Robin just said. We'll paint lollipops on the walls and unicorns.
Lollipops. You could get some stencils.
With the cows of My Pony up on the wall.
You could get stencils. Yeah, you could do that. You can paint.
Yeah. All right, so I got to figure out how to get from a 23-pound cushion to a fucking 33-pound cushion now.
Steel or plastic pipe?
Plastic.
Go to 3/4.
I'm at 3/4 already. I'm gonna have to go to 1.
Go to 1.
Let's see. So the riser, 10 the TR.
You're only
that's
going
one.
to larger orifice sprinklers and keep it 3/4.
I might have to go down to 3.0 K heads. 3'1", 4'1", 4.083 PN
13D or 13R.
D.
Yeah, go smaller orifice. Go to a 2.8.
Well, I got to use Senju, and Senju doesn't have a 2.8. They only have a 3.
All right, then go to a 3.
Ooh, I got 27.
Jesus.
I need my spreadsheet. Because that's the shitty thing. If I got 27 on the worst, or like, but then that gives me 3.15 on the worst case lot.
You tell them to be happy you're leaving so much on the table.
And that's for like the worst case lot too. I mean, it's all these lots that are high up in elevation.
This. Hold on. I got to share the screen.
What?
Well, you got to see this.
What? Did you finally see your email?
No. Look at this.
Oh yeah, the old house. Yeah, the next door neighbor's house. Yeah,
Next to our old house.
yeah, that's the old. Wasn't McGregor? McGregor was to the west.
McGregor was to the west. That's the house I grew up in.
Yep, doesn't look the same. They took the big ass tree out the front yard. There's more cars parked in the front yard.
Oh, and a wrought iron fence on the side rather than a wood fence.
And they kept the front door. They kept the original front door.
Yeah, that's the front door.
Replaced the windows and stuccoed.
No, that's the window we put in, but they replaced the 2 front windows here.
What a shit show.
Right? Gotta love the sofa.
It's a Mexican neighborhood now.
God damn, I grew up in that house.
How do I get an aerial view? How do I do that?
I wanted to
Street view.
see an inside view. Did they have all that wall of mirrors that was in the living room?
Probably.
Well, that one wall that was the mirror that was by the thermostat. So
Answer me this, Dad. Did the previous owners of the house have some sort of sexual fetish? Because everything was set up in that house like they had sex swings in every room.
oh yeah. And they were all the hooks were tied into studs, T-Dub, because I took them all down
Oh, they had hooks. Oh my goodness.
in the ceiling and mirrors everywhere.
Sounds like they had parties there. I think I know what was going on.
It was a Metro Police cop's wife. It was.
Hey, that makes it even worse.
Then they got divorced, and then she stayed in it,
124.
which he butchered the house.
Why am I not surprised, Tom? None of that surprises me.
Dude, that doesn't even look like the house I grew up in, other than the front door.
Backyard.
They ripped the awning down too, covering the front patio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out the other day either, Tom. I was looking at a house and I wanted to see the aerial view of it, and I couldn't figure out how to get Google to do it.
I'll show you guys the whole thing I would do.
Uh-oh. I might be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
That would work. I've seen that done. You're just going to go right to it.
Stop that.
That was a mischievous laugh on your end of the phone, Dad.
That's Robin. Dad, share my screen. There you go. It's this house right here.
Holy smokes. There's the shed.
The mischievous laugh. Yeah, that's because you can see the add-on. You can see your office add-on right here, and the AC unit that they had to run the duct to because that was an add-on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the apricot tree was right around here.
Yeah.
The shed's still there, but fucking looks dilapidated. Oleanders are still there.
Yeah, there's no grass in the backyard.
Just Vegas grass.
Well, actually, right where that car, what is that, a minivan parked alongside the shed?
No, it's a pumpkin mobile, just not painted pumpkin color. This tree, however, is new on the McGregor's house. That tree is new. The McGregors never had any trees in their backyard.
Mm-mm. But
Well,
look at
Fuckstick moved out of that house, right?
Yes, when Scott moved out, yeah.
But look at the backyard, Pat, to where the chain link fence you crawled right here and into the backyard to play with the Cocker Spaniel puppies. That backyard was all green.
There's my bedroom. Mom and Dad's bedroom.
Oh, look at this.
And then you can barely see Tieb's bedroom.
There's like 5 new movies I've downloaded.
And look at that. They got 2 fridges outside. She's big.
Yeah.
She's big.
What's all that crap on the right hand side of the house there?
I don't know.
That's
Really?
Mexican trash. That's Mexican dump field.
That's just Mexican. What they do, they do stuff like that.
Few.
Probably just junk.
It is. Their trash. It's their trash.
Just, just clutter.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's Derek in Pasha's house. Look at that nice color pool. Don't you want to go swimming?
Oh, it looks delicious.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
Nice frog pond.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Mosquito.
a guy was murdered execution style in that house.
What, this one here?
Yeah, the Frog Pond house.
No, Ray? I never knew that.
Yeah, when I was a kid, right before you
Holy
were
shit.
born.
The only shit I knew of is the dude,
Yeah.
the Unabomber who fucking parked his ass here on this house.
Yeah,
The
he
guy who
got
said he had a
arrested
bomb
there
in
in
his
the
briefcase.
street right there.
That was the guy who did the shooting here?
It was a different guy, but yeah, no, there was
Oh.
a guy murdered execution style there because the corner house with the doughboy,
Yeah.
Alicia Downs lived there. She had the same birthday as me.
Oh shit.
She ended up being a heroin addict who recovered.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for her. I got to admit, out of all the houses, this would be the one I want. And this
That's
would
the
be
Colette's house.
yeah,
Reagan
the
Collette,
Colette.
a Mormon.
Yep.
I grew up with them.
Yep. Because we always used to, because they actually showed me about this house here. That's a pomegranate tree right there. We always used to go there and get pomegranates.
Right there in the corner of Bannock and Salem, that was a pomegranate tree too.
What,
That
here?
that little shit tree right there? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm sure they don't give a shit about Vegas, so
No. Yeah, here we go. We'll zoom
Yeah,
out.
it's cool. It's cool to hear you guys talk about it, man. It's cool.
Yeah, that's cool that you got to reminisce a little bit there.
No, this is what we call devil. This is the devil's toilet right here, and we
Yeah.
just need to be flushed already.
That's the devil's toilet.
pretty much.
Because look, here you go.
Yeah, I understand it. I see it.
Because all this growth here wasn't there when I was a kid. And look, they're
Wow.
already, look at that, Tieb. That's Kyle Canyon Road right here.
Uh-huh.
And look,
oh my god.
fucking houses right across from Kyle
God.
Canyon fucking turnoff, dude.
Look at how packed that is.
Dude.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dude, that was wasteland when I moved in 2016. That was desert.
Uh-huh. And now
Holy
here's the best part.
shit.
All this here in North Las Vegas, all this is infilled already. This is being developed. They're working on this. There's a state park going in right there.
Are they crying about the shooting part?
No, they're not. That fight has pretty much been done because that's been on the books since the 80s. This has been on the
Well,
books.
Park is still good. They're golden. They're out in the boonies.
Yeah, they're actually working on getting their 1,000-yard range out over in this area. So that's actually phase 2 because you can see sporting clays. That's all the sporting clays they put in about 6 years ago.
Well, I was joking around with Chris. I was like, if I get fired, we going back to Vegas? She's like, fuck no. You better find a better job in Texas.
You ever shoot trap?
Yes.
I love shooting trap. That's a fun game.
I-
It's fun.
I- Load shooting trap. Never. There was this. What was that place Tony took me to, Pat or
What
TW?
place? Oh,
That
the one
was
in
the place out in Boulder City.
In Boulder City, right there at the turn at Railroad Pass.
Pat's going to get you. Don't worry. He's got you. Right there. Oh,
Boulder
something
City.
Gun Club.
Pro Gun Club, or it might be Boulder City Gun Club.
What you do is you get a golf cart and you would ride all around through here, and they'd have different stations for you to pick up.
Yeah,
To sit there and to shoot clay.
yeah, because that's your trap and skeet area right there.
Right there. Yeah, nice. Can you zoom in on that?
That's as far as they'll let me go.
All right.
But yeah,
That's cool. Nice place.
that's what here. I'll show you the one we were just showing, Clark County. Their trap and skeet. This is all their trap and skeet line.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Shooting.
yeah, and then this is 5-stand. You know what 5-stand is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have 5-stand here.
Wow.
It used to be here, but
Show them the other clay where you have to use the mule to drive around.
the sporting clays, yeah,
Yeah.
that's these ones here.
Yeah,
They got-
well, that's what Tony and I did at that other one, is sit there and drive around for sporting clays and sitting there in the golf cart.
Yeah, because
I never went through a full 2 cases of shotgun shells in my entire life on one outing, but we spent an afternoon out there.
and then here's actually Boulder City. I'm trying to find it. Boulder City's Gun Club. Oh, here it is.
Right there. There you go.
This is a better facility. This is Boulder City Gun Club.
Holy
Yeah, they've got the
shit.
only 1,000-yard range other than Red Rock.
And they won't even let you shoot there anymore. You can't shoot a 50 cal out there anymore.
Oh, you can't?
They got triggered.
Yeah. Yeah, this one here right by me. Wait, I went too far. No, I didn't. Oh, yep, I did. This one.
Right
Yeah,
there.
your 1,000-yard range is right here, I think. This is your 1,000-yard.
You're right. You're right on the money.
And they had a guy who said he got hit by a 50 cal bullet all the way down here at 215 in Rainbow over this fucking ridge line. Over this whole
Over a
fucking ridge line.
3,000-foot mountain range.
Over all these houses, he got hit by a 50 cal bullet down here is what he said, and he got paralyzed. So now they won't let you shoot any 50 cals here.
Oh,
So,
man.
yeah, but that's Desert Sportsman. That's the good one you got to go to, but they make you be an NRA member. You have to be an NRA member to even have your application heard.
I canceled my NRA membership.
Yeah, my gun club's the same way. Insurance purposes.
Yeah, for insurance purposes, and they shoot all. These are where they shoot IDPA. We shoot IDPA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6. Oh wait, we skip one, so we got to use this because they always have the machine gun matches in one of these. So guys coming out with the full auto 9mm, just to shoot down some steel plinkers.
Oh, so they can compensate for the little PP.
Yeah. So, but that's Greg doesn't even shoot there anymore. He shoots with Tom. Tom Panagos is the guy's name. I swear, I think Greg's sucking his cock.
What club is that, Pat?
What? This one's Desert Sportsman.
Okay. And the first one you were at showing Jimmy all the
That's Clark County.
yeah, that's the one I remember, Clark County. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Clark County. That's where Greg shoots. Greg shoots there every the last the fourth Sunday of every month. He's actually shooting there. I think he shot there last night or tonight. They have a night.
I wouldn't know. Don't keep
They
up
haven't-
with them anymore.
No, I just know because I get the emails because I'm still part of the group, so I can go look at the squatting and see who's squatted. And of course he squatted with Tom Panagos, his little boy toy, who he probably goes shooting with every weekend. So, but I'm gonna stop sharing.
Okay. All right, because we're going to stop the show. I got stuff to do.
I do.
Yeah, we got
okay.
dinner. We got dinner to worry about here too.
Yeah.
I do too. I'm getting hungry.
I want to thank you, Jimmy. I want to thank you, David and T-Dub and Pat. 88 Katana. What the fuck, Mike? God.
Oh, Evelyn.
Miss
in
what
the
the
chat.
fuck, Mike? Good to have
Huh?
Evelyn's in the chat.
Oh,
Everyone's
sorry.
in the chat.
Evelyn and Emily, they got their own account. Look at that.
Look at
I'm
Evelyn.
surprised they were
and
allowed on devices.
my daughter's in the chat. So I want to thank everybody for coming, and we'll pick this up next week.
Later.
Good night.
Good night.